Hello and welcome to the Pen and Paper Pod. Gentlemen, it's good to see you again. We are back. It's Monday at 7 p.m. Hold on one second. Yeah, okay. Hello and welcome to the Pen and Paper Pod. I'm your host, Jack Newman, and I'm joined here with some naughty boys. Let's just get to it real quick. First, we have Tanner playing Ashe, Fallbright, the half-elf shadow sorcerer. How are you, Tanner?
Oh, I'm just fine.
You good? Cool. And we're also joined here by Edwin Reyes, who's playing Tenderloin. I still haven't fixed his title. Tenderloin, the Druid Barbarian.
I gotta come up with a fancier flavor text name than that, but yes, that is I.
It is you. And of course, we're also joined here by Trevor Flynn playing Scree, the Kenku Spellthief.
I'm a little tiny bit sleep deprived, so we'll see how that affects my decisions today.
That's a great question. We're gonna listen to real quick. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of audio issue.
Fancier flavor text name than that, but yes, that is I.
It is you. And of course, we're also joined here by Trevor. Okay, we're having a couple of technical issues. We're going to go away for just a minute, and then we're going to come back in just a second. Sorry for everybody for the issue. We're just going to have to get that squared away. We tried to do 4 streams tonight, and it's messing up all of our audio, and I'm sorry for the trouble. We'll get back to you in just a second. So we're going to go to... Hello and welcome back to the Pen and Paper Pod. Sorry for the false start, everybody. We are back on. Gentlemen, how are you doing today? Are you ready to continue into the maw of the Sundial and Fargona, and to keep eluding Lord Hemlock, who's out for, I guess, how should we put it? He's out for cuckolded vengeance.
I mean, it's just vengeance.
As opposed to, like, other kinds of vengeance?
Yeah, we didn't cuckold him. We were cuckolded by association.
You were cuckolded
I'm like
by
a
association.
product of cuckolding, but
I guess you didn't cause it. That's pretty accurate. All right, so let's go ahead and continue on. We're going to start off this week. I just want to say we're having a couple of technical difficulties we're going to be dealing with as we go. Like I said, we're live streaming onto Facebook, Periscope on Twitter, as well as onto Twitch and YouTube. Check out all the places there. Head on over there. Check out @penandpaperpod on Twitter and as well as on Facebook. Give us likes, subscribes, check us out there, and then check out all our other content at the TuscanShedMediaNetwork.com or the TuscanShed.com. Check out all those, and before we begin, we're going to go ahead and get a quick recap here from Scree. You want to do it in character voice, Scree?
Yes,
as much
do
as
it
I
in
have
character
one.
voice.
Episode 24, Wishes 3. Tendi had some guilt and suggested healing Madame Maxine's injuries. We fixed her nose and then restrained her. On finding a small sky stone on her, Ashe used a creation spell to fabricate a stone big enough to power the battle bus, which Mad Maxine was happy to help us install. Tendi went up to the roof to brood and spotted some circling humanoid pterodactyls and called Scree up to join him out of concern. And meanwhile, Zelix contacted Scree through MindLink and told him to go somewhere out of sight to rendezvous with the totally converted Chuck Angus to receive the Moonblade, which he must thrust into the Sundial, robbing the High Elves of Fargana of their magic source and effectively converting them into goblins. Catastrophic consequences. Zelix threatened Scree with mind flareation should he reveal his secret mission. Scree hid this information from the already traumatized Tendi and immediately went and told Ashe, who cooked up the idea to use the opportunity to jump Chuck and just tell Tendi it's an exercise of some kind. Ashe turned himself and Tendi invisible as Scree met with Chuck Angus, who successfully poofed in and out without further ado, handing over the Moonblade. Ashe completely blundered his opportunity to jump Chuck as their rendezvous was too short. With the battle bus power restored, we continued toward the Sundial. We came up on a sunken temple and investigated, finding a powerful fire Ifrit that we defeated with a combination of traps, trickery, and otherwise selfish tactics. We were granted 3 wishes, and Scree used his to remove and destroy the illithid larva, consuming his consciousness and threatening to bind him to Zelix's will. After disposing of that eldritch abomination, we continued and arrived at the Sundial to find a massive encampment full of dinosaurs and a giant mechanical dragon standing vigil atop the tower.
And you guys have imagery in the stream right there. You can actually see it right now. So let's go ahead and I'm going to give you guys a little bit of mood music. Yeah.
My
so,
immersion.
I know. As you guys continue, you can see on in the distance, the edge of the Feywild, there is a massive just forest of the largest trees that you have ever seen. Easily, some of the trees are 100 feet tall. And you can see just at the edge of this where the desert and this massive forest merge is kind of an outcropping of these ancient ruined stone buildings. And at the top of a rise right in front of the forest is this tall, like, sandstone tower that reaches up into the sky. At the top, you see it's almost bright in the distance. It has a kind of a... tell me if that's too loud on stream. You can see in the distance, like there's just a giant, almost like a lighthouse light coming at the top of it that circles into the distance that's shining out over the desert. And you can kind of see at the base of the machine, there's some sort of large mechanical machine that's steaming away, creating a screeching noise in the distance. And there's at its base seems to be some sort of encampment. You guys are still inside, if I recall. You're still inside the battle bus. But as you guys are approaching, you can see flying over in the distance is a massive mechanical dragon. It looks something like this.
That looks cool. Doesn't even look mechanical. It looks like a dragon.
Yeah. So what do you gents want to do? Do you want to approach in the battle bus? Do you want to get out and try and walk? It's a little bit of a distance here, but
Can we look through the spyglass and see the people that are walking around, if they have any type of, uniform or...
Yeah, go ahead and make me a perception.
Do some perception.
Yeah.
15.
Yeah. Through the spyglass in the distance, you can see. Well, I'll just let you guys kind of see the camp as is with the 15. Just go ahead and put it up on stream. You can kind of see that it's set out. There seems to be the base of the tower is kind of right here, and then there's like a setup with the giant mechanical like almost like a train just on treads, and it's at the edge of the forest, and it has a massive spinning blade that's whirring, that seems to be chopping down trees, clearing out the area around the sundial. Beside it is a massive caravan wagon with lots of different dinosaurs, brontosaurs, triceratops, and at the base of the camp on the far side is a fire where you see a lot of different I suppose thug-like individuals. That doesn't seem very particularly nice. I regret that immediately upon saying it. There's a camp. They definitely seem to be like some sort of mercenaries or something of those such. At the edges of the camp, you're able to spy constructs, which you previously created, that you guys have seen before. They were similar to the constructs that you guys fought in the Kindness Institute that were used, that had the spines of your friends sewn into them.
Tending to see that, so I'll describe to them what I'm seeing, and hopefully they understand that.
There's also, next to the sundial, you see a massive command tent in the distance. You also see some sort of hamster ball thing rolling around the base of the tower. There's also a river coming down out of the forest just near the tower, which I'm just saying, as you say it, Tindy, you immediately, your mouth begins to water, because it's like, holy crap, there's water.
I hate these desert mechanics. But yeah, I relay that to everyone. And again, those constructs I try and describe to them as best as I can, because I've never seen them before. This is news to me.
It is, yeah, sorry.
So what do you guys want to do? Clearly these guys don't look like they're gonna help us out that much. But they do have
help us out. They're on the way.
Yeah,
between us and
Tindy, those are definitely the work of our Dr. Glim Garrick, and he is mortal enemy, so he's definitely not going to help us out.
Well, you don't want an opportunity for a rematch, Ash?
I want to avoid him forever. I don't want to see his smug face ever again.
Well, how are we gonna avoid that? That's the sundial. I mean, that giant beam up there. I mean, it's kind of clear cut. But it seems like this is already their area. So you guys are the experienced adventurers. What kind of
I thought you wanted to. Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. I mean, like, yeah. You asked for adventure, man. This is kind of what we were warning you about. This is kind of these odds are pretty much right on the regular for us. Then again, Ash, if you just don't want to go anywhere near the constructs, I guess I'll take the plunge and can try to sneak in, and you guys are just gonna hang back and
well, didn't the journal that got taken from us by Monty, didn't it say there was like some kind of riddle or trick to the sundial?
That sounds familiar.
Only we had the book still to cross-reference that.
Yeah.
God, I just realized Edwin R is dropping a deuce is like up on stream. Well done, Ed. You're so classy.
Well, all right, Scree. If you're gonna sneak in, I wish you the best of luck. I can't really help you or anything with that. At least not until rest.
Should we take a rest before going in there? Should we wait till nighttime where it might be easier to sneak around in?
That's a brilliant idea.
Yeah, I'm all for that. Also, I'm gonna start getting the canoe out because I'm pretty sure Monty said we need to use the canoe.
But they're like all by the water, so. How far down?
Well, Tendy, I don't have a better idea.
How far down does the river go?
So the river runs it's kind of like a little marshy area on one side of the camp, and it runs literally, it doesn't run out into the desert. It just runs out into this craggy area, and then it just disappears underground into a little bit of marshy area bits. So it is literally, the river just runs out into the camp. Y'all could circle around and go in through the forest if you'd like, but you'd have to go into the forest of the Feywild or try to go in there. You could also try to just, wait till night. They probably don't see you, but you probably don't have any cover.
Problem with waiting until night is that Glim Garicks is still way ahead of us on the time trial. Like, we still have a ticking clock here.
Well, I mean, to be fair, if he has the time trial, we're already too late.
Okay, so why would you think he had the time trial? Because...
Yeah,
we don't know anything.
In the process of getting it.
All right, all three of you make history checks real fast just to remember what has already been said.
Fair.
Tanner,
we're really counting on Ashe here. Okay. Ashe, you remember the time trial is located at Oberon's Folly, which is somewhere inside the Feywild. The Sundial supposedly has a way to point to where Oberon's Folly is. So if Glim Garicks is here, he has not gotten through the Sundial to where Oberon's Folly is.
Ashe, are you having like spidey sense tinglies that you think Glim Garicks is here?
Oh no, I didn't say that. Sorry.
Well, I know that
he did the constructs, right?
Just gave some away.
Yeah, the constructs are here. Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, the constructs are there. It's not like.
So I mean, I've never seen them, but you guys seen them before, and that guy made them. So if those things are here, there's a good chance that he possibly could be here. And when it comes to like people who can kill you, it's better to err on the side of safety. Just assume he's here and try and avoid that.
So if we wait till dark, are you guys gonna come with me though? Is it gonna change anything other than stealth
the fact that there are three of us? Well,
we can try to go in through the forest to the river upstream to try and like ride the river in secrecy to get closer to them and get closer to the Sundial entrance.
One of the other notes is that when you guys were putting this entire adventure together, you guys purchased a canoe that's strapped to the side of the battle bus for the intention of going on the rivers in the Feywild.
Right.
Like that was part of the initial discussion with Montana James.
Yeah, but
right.
Like, what good was he?
That's fair.
We don't know which way. Like the river, what if it splits off or something and we go the wrong way?
We can try.
So it seems like.
I'll show you this.
It seems like we need to go into the Sundial.
You do have a map of the general area, and it's kind of rough, but you do have a kind of a general map of the rivers around here. So you know that this is the river near the Sundial that goes upriver and then kind of connects to these different points.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be worried about us getting lost anytime soon if we just circle back.
I will say there are swamp. Yeah, Ashe is a he knows he was in the adventure in what was it in Tomb of Annihilation with me, so he knows you can very easily get lost on a river. It's got tributaries, there's swamps, it could be open water for miles. You could easily go and get lost on there. Initially, you don't think you could though. You probably
if you
would.
want to take a chance, we can venture into the forest and try and look for their people, because chances are wherever they are is where they think the entrance is, and kind of like maybe piggyback off of that. And if it's a small enough group, we can ambush them and try and infiltrate that way.
Yeah, are they guarding the entrance?
If they found it, they would.
I guess the whole encampment is kind of guarding the entrance.
And there's a little hamster ball.
If you take the thing, yeah, you see near the entrance there's like a hamster ball, and there's also another automaton near the tent and the entrance.
Mm-hmm.
There seems to be a lot of activity though. Like there's a lot of stuff going on around there. Like people are like cooking dinners, and there's like penned up monsters. There's penned up creatures just around the carts and the supply wagons.
I think we need more information. Tell you what, let's rest, and I'll do some reconnaissance and sneak in at night and see if I can find anything out.
Okay.
You're gonna sneak in by yourself? You want to do a solo mission? Super cool, but like, are you sure you want to do that?
There's one person who can do it. It'd be Scree.
Yeah, I'm down.
Your confidence is exuding.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. Did I use?
Well, what if we get trapped, or like we need some kind of signal to let you know you're fucked.
Mm.
What's this?
I think the signal for that is.
I was gonna say, how about
Trevor makes a crow noise.
How about I take a short rest to get some HP back, and I'll try and sneak in with you, so you're not alone, and we can respect Ashe's feelings of not wanting to venture in there, but we can have definitely have like a signal in case shit hits the fan, and then Ashe can go and make a ruckus out front as type of distraction. As an emergency plan, it's just emergency. You gotta plan for the worst case, because that's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. Yes, an emergency. Yes, like a big fire. Yeah, that'll work.
You have really cool guns. Why don't you just like shoot off like something? Because there's gonna be windows. We can like a firework type of display, especially if it's nighttime. You'll definitely see it.
All right, I like this plan. So, let's wait like a 30 minutes for Tendy to get his short rest, and then you two go in. And if I hear a gunshot, then I'm gonna start lighting things on fire.
If I fucking fire a gun, everybody's gonna know exactly where we are. Oh, just if we're already caught.
We did say that the guns make a large popping noise. They're not black powder weapons.
But do they have like? Is it a visual like? Razzle dazzle pizzazz.
No, what? What?
Or you can light a fire yourself, Scree.
So
everyone will know
I do have some like flare darts I can load them with, but I'm still concerned they're only gonna make us more fucked by drawing everybody to our attention.
Yeah, just for Scree's guns work by having an interdimensional. Scree's guns are interdimensional, have tiny interdimensional pockets inside them, which load up the air. And then what happens? I know, don't put them in the bag. What happens is that they load up the air, and then it has a crossbow bolt in there, and it fires the crossbow bolt by releasing the air like a pressurized gun.
Do they have any like oil canisters or things that look like they could be explosive anywhere in their camp?
So as you guys are observing this, you can see that clearly this giant machine that's belching fumes clearly must have something flammable inside of it. There seems to be a giant sky crystal on top of it as well, powering it. But you do see on top of it there seems to be two mercenaries with a large amount of weapons mounted on top of this thing. They seem bored, though, I will say that.
Board guards. I always want to like tempt board guards with like gambling because
I'll also say you can see that there's like barrels and stuff. You don't know if there's anything inside them, but there seems to be barrels and supplies all in the carts here around where the dinosaurs are all.
How are the dinosaurs restrained? Is it
like chain collars leading to spikes that have been knocked into the ground?
And I'm guessing the spikes are metal?
Yeah, probably. You can't tell from this distance, obviously.
I can make sparks with prestidigitation if I need to. We'll figure something out. I can think on my feet.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be good.
I'll keep a lookout for you guys then.
In the distance, you hear a Tyrannosaurus Rex call. You heard it on stream. You guys just don't hear it.
But I filled in the noise for us.
Don't do that.
Car immersion.
Trevor, it looks like you're on the wrong side of the river. On the river? Oh, it's from the mummy. Yeah. Hey, Biddy! You're on the wrong side of the river. Oh, yeah, that was a good one. Yeah. It took me a minute, Megan. I'm sorry.
So, me and Scree are going to go and try and infiltrate the Sundial to see where it potentially could be pointing us. Which, it's not like it's going to be done. We're going to have to figure it out once we're in there. If they haven't figured it out yet, I don't know if we're going to figure it out. But, like, I'm down for adventure.
We're gonna figure it out, Tandy. We're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, you two are real smart.
You're a Minotaur, right? I mean, didn't you have like a great education?
Oh, no, I didn't get Minotaur public education. I got Elven homeschooled, and I had Elf Scouts.
Right.
Oh,
right.
Elf Scouts.
Well,
good luck anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna take some short rests.
yeah. Take a short rest.
How do you want to try and sneak in there?
Well, I can imitate. If I can look at him closely enough, or I think we just wait till dark actually, and I I can use disguise self. Yeah, I can just disguise self to look like just another trooper. If I can just get a close enough look at one of them.
So what are you rolling here?
Short rest?
Hit dice.
Oh, gotcha. Thank you. Sorry, I was paying attention. Trying to juggle some things. Yeah, you can try to do disguise self. You hear the T-Rex sound in the distance, this time closer.
Watch the gonna move on.
I guess we better do. Yep, that did it. I took my nap. With one slot spare.
So, Kendi, how are you planning on following me in there if I'm disguising myself?
Can I check the battle bus real quick to see if I can find?
Dude, there's a Tyrannosaurus. No, just maybe stay here and I'll go. I just want to get some information. I just want to overhear a conversation. I'm not gonna go in there to the Sundial without you guys. I'm not gonna leave you out.
I mean, I want to go for your safety, but if you can do this and you
go for my safety, man, you were afraid of mandactyls 2 seconds ago.
Because mandactyls are freaking scary, man. And so is this.
Well, there's a lot worse things than mandactyls in there. Okay, these symbiont automatons, you don't even know. Okay, so just sit tight. I'm gonna go and eavesdrop.
Why am I fighting? I want adventure, but this is crazy. I go inside and I go look. I go look for mistletoe and spruce because I realize I need that. I don't have any components for a couple of my spells, so I'm just gonna go.
For those interested, this is what they're referring to. They ran into a couple Patera folk last time, and we're from there henceforth calling them mandactyls.
I'm gonna try to as Tendy's searching. I'm like, Tendy, can't you just turn into an animal?
I mean, I can, but that's not gonna stop them from attacking me. Still scary.
But they may not attack an animal.
Hide in the battle bus because that Tyrannosaurus is getting closer. I'm gonna go ahead and move into camp and use disguise.
So they have their own dinosaurs. So if a wild one just starts roaming
up.
All right.
So I guess Scree, how are you approaching the camp?
Hold on. I think I need to reload because I just still have the continent here. Are you guys?
Oh, I didn't do that. My bad. I'll move you over. There you go.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Where'd I go?
I have you right here. I'll put you in the center, not where you want to be.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, so I'm starting here. I will...
Is that where you're coming from? Or are you coming from the left or the right? because you can circle around however you want, but you'll have to go through the forest.
Yeah. Yeah, let me creep on the edge of the forest down to like where there's a tent closest to it, and I can get a good look at one of the soldiers. See what they look like.
Okay, so much has to happen before you're there to do that. Sorry, I'm trying to tell you that. You have to have confidence in yourself, Tenderloin, especially in times like these. Okay. So first off, you're at the battle bus is where you are currently. Where are you gonna try to sneak up to the sand? Are you gonna go left or right or directly at the camp? I assumed you're gonna go to the forest and try to sneak around, correct?
Yeah.
Gotcha. So are you gonna go left or right?
Left.
Gotcha. So how far out from the camp are you gonna try to travel? Like how much of a distance are you gonna do?
Gotcha. Okay. So here is 50 feet.
Okay, you're not there yet, okay? Yeah, that's my point. This is all theater of the mind. Sorry, let me take this away so that you can't. Yeah.
The theater of the mind.
Yes, theater of the mind.
I'm saying that's where I want to go. That's the direction I'm headed, right?
Yeah. So, the thing is, you want to end up on the far side of the camp, right?
The far side of the camp.
In the forest.
No,
You want to go into the forest and then sneak around to the back side of the camp.
Oh, you're saying that's not where we are in the forest right now on the map thing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You're not
okay.
there.
I got it.
Yeah. I just had you floating around in space and you saw your character and grabbed it. So you're not there.
Yeah.
So you're probably you're probably a couple football fields away from the base of the camp because they're not. I assume you guys stopped where the battle bus was not easily visible, and then you used a quick scope to look and see them. So
yeah, you guys.
You're gonna have to trek a half mile through sand to get over to the edge of the desert. I mean to the jungle, and then you'll have to probably slip through the jungle.
Hey, Tendi, come back. You can escort me through the jungle if you want, okay? Very important job.
Are you sure? I mean, you convinced me, man. There's a bunch of scary stuff there. I think for a newbie adventurer like me, you know what? No. I have to have confidence. Ashe is right. All right. So what do you want me to do?
Just watch my back as we go through the jungle.
I can watch your back from here. It's a very nice back.
All right. You know what? I tried. I sprint into the forest.
I run after him.
Yeah.
No
So
one understands my humor, man.
all right. Both of you make athletics checks.
As they go off, I'm gonna use the spyglass to watch the camp.
Perfect. Tendi, you're able to catch up with Scree's short little legs pretty quickly. You're fine. And then you make it into the forest, in the cover of the forest. As soon as you guys cross into the Feywild forest, you immediately are assaulted. The desert has been dry, and it's been a dry heat, if you will, and the forest is the opposite. As you go through into the elements of the forest, you're immediately just overtaken with kind of how just oppressive and just everything is just sweat dripping off you immediately as you hit almost like a physical wall of vaporized water. It's hot. It's hot and wet, and as much as it's not the best kind of thing, because it's just I don't know if you guys have ever done that. It's what you say about San Antonio. It's hot, but it's a dry heat, which is better than a wet heat, because it's just immediately you got rivulets of water running down your neck, and it's just it's gross. And also the ground is kind of mucky. You're just kind of sinking as you go into this thing. It's just like a wall of trees, and almost immediately as you cross through it, there's just darkness, and you can see creatures that you're not used to just kind of floating about overhead, flying about. There's dragonflies, lightning bugs, everything. It's almost like a different world as soon as you cross the edge of the jungle. Large purple mushrooms are growing out of the ground as big as you are, and the trees, some of these trees are easily 100 feet tall. Biggest trees you've ever seen.
Well, Tendi, how's this for adventure?
I feel like I like adventuring. It's very muggy, though. I don't like the mugginess. I'm gonna keep blabbering on, because...
John Dunn, isn't Tendi a druid? Just have him shapeshift into a dinosaur. That's a good question. Good question, John.
There's a lot of things Teddy could do. All right, so we're in this forest. We're in center of the earth. Lots of weird creatures. Lots of humidity. Which direction are we going in? I'm watching your back.
You're gonna go.
So
You're gonna need to
you
go
leave.
right from your positions because you went to the left side of the camp. You're gonna need to go. Are you gonna try to maintain? Are you gonna try to maintain the side that you need to? So you're gonna try to maintain the tree line in sight, or are you gonna try to go deeper into the desert and into the jungle where you can't see the tree line?
Let's stay along the tree line.
Okay. Somebody make me a survival roll to navigate through the trees, keeping the tree line in sight.
That's me.
Well, okay.
Yep. You're able to get it along pretty good. Are you guys stealthing along? I assume you are as well.
We're stealthing along. This is where Elf Scouts is coming into play. Okay.
Are you Scree?
Yes.
Okay. Let's make a group stealth roll. So both of you roll stealth rolls and we'll average it.
This is turning out to be maybe good that we're like both here rolling things together. 10.
Yeah, we average out to like a 10.
You technically average out to... hold on. Wait.
I wonder what Ashe is doing now.
What is Ashe doing back of the thing while they're going through the jungle? Are you just like opening up a magazine and you're just like...
No, I'm providing decent overwatch with the spyglass. Just trying to look like roots and try to see if I can see their entry point as they go in.
I
You
want
hear...
to say something,
We have
but
no, like,
Tendy's
correct-
not there to
And
give
I'm like,
you advice.
shut up, Maxine.
So, I had a quick question for you, Ashe, if you got a second.
What?
Well-
This is a very delicate operation, Maxine. What are you doing?
What? Are you guys intending to go into the jungle after this?
Yes, that
So,
was the whole point.
I guess here's my question. Without a motor, I can't take this back to Fargo Na.
Sucks to suck.
So you're just gonna leave me here?
Yeah, that was the point.
Okay. Seems,
I mean, well, I would actually assume that if you want to survive, you'd come with us, and we can come back for the battle. For the
Fey
battle bus.
jungle? Nah, I'd rather die in the desert, thank you. Desert's
Well-
not as bad
well,
as the
Maxine-
jungle.
But Maxine, think about it this way: your battle bus become legendary for crossing not only the desert, but also the Feywild.
Dude, it can't
Even
cross,
more reputation.
It can't go through a jungle?
Yeah, it doesn't have to. You just have to come with us, and then when we go back, we tell people that it did.
Oh. So you guys are gonna come back through here afterwards?
Yep.
And then
That's a
then we'll just pick it up and we'll all head back to Fargo now. Okay, yeah, okay. I
That's
see it.
exactly right.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Sweet. All right. Make a deception check.
All right, yeah.
You're good at these. Lie to her face
He's
again.
actually very good. Yes, he's very good at it.
He just believes you hardcore, dude.
Nope. That's fine.
And also while this is happening, I'm gonna spend time periodically trying to use my disguise kit to try to look like one of the thuggish-looking mercenaries that you described.
Okay, go ahead. Make me. I guess. What that roll would be? That'd be deception as well, wouldn't it? No, not really.
Performance.
We'll figure. Yeah, performance would probably
it's
be.
a tool, so you can.
Yeah. We'll get back to that later. For right now, as you guys are moving through the forest, you're coming
Okay.
up on the Tendi and Scree are coming up on the edge of the forest on the far side, and I'm going to say that. I'll just put you down here so we don't get confused like last time. You're coming up on the edge of the forest where you can see, and you guys managed to roll a group stealth of about 10. So you're making some decent noise through the jungle, but you're trying to keep low in the cover. And as you come up on a tree, Tendi, you put your hand up onto the tree, and all of a sudden, you have your loose shirt, and all of a sudden an arrow flies out of the forest, thunking into the tree, right between your fingers.
Oof. I look back and see where
Both
that
of you,
arrow
actually,
came from.
both of you roll perception. Tendi gets a 17. Trevor is a 27. With a 27, Trevor, you can see over to the side in the jungle. You can see that there are multiple elves in the jungle, and these look like wild elves. Their hair is like drawn back, and they seem to be wearing like clothes, like just kind of like forest green clothes that is melding into the forest. They're wearing less clothes. It's obviously very, very hot in the jungle, and they all have bows drawn back, pointed at you.
Okay, Tendi, be cool. That was a warning shot, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they could have shot us if they really wanted to.
An elf steps out of the forest, a tall female. Sorry, there's a little bit shorter than what you're typically used to seeing from high elves, and they come up to you, and she's going to begin to speak in Elvish. Do either of you speak Elvish?
I should.
I don't believe you do.
I don't believe I do either.
What education did you receive?
He speaks Common, Druidic, and Minotaur. Who the fuck taught you Minotaur, by the way?
What happened?
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing.
Neither of you understand. She keeps speaking and gesturing towards the camp.
She's gesturing us towards the camp. Well, we are currently surrounded. Unless you want to try and like break.
There's 15 some elves in the forest. Several of them are up in the branches, crouched. Tendi, you recognize them. You've been in the Feywild before. You recognize these as wood elves. The wilder cousins of high elves.
Yeah. I think the best bet is just to go along with them right now.
Can I use prestidigitation to make an image of something to communicate, or like just draw in the soil or something of like?
I say let's follow them because they can just start attacking. They'll see you make a prestidigitation, and they might fall for it or they might not. Either way, our position is going to be compromised. There's people right there because we're right by the edge, so they should be able to see it. They will see it, and then we'll have enemies from both sides. Let's go with them for now, and when things get a little cooler, we can maybe make a break for it if need be. But it's your call.
How are you doing this? You can't talk to each other. Are you talking to him now? I guess they can't understand you, so.
And then we're whispering real.
She's going to put her, as you guys are whispering kind of in a distinct conversation, she's going to put her heads down to that, and you see the elves in the background breathe in as they're drawing their bows back. They're pushing forward just aggressively.
Are we standing in sand of any kind, or is it just like hard forest floor?
I believe it's hard forest floor.
We lost Tanner for a second. Sorry about that, guys. We'll get them back in just a second, hopefully, and I will figure out. I know, yes. This is
not helping. Just trying to help, but probably not.
No,
helping.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm not gonna mess it because I'm hoping Tanner will come back in a second and it'll fix it.
Yeah.
The issue. There he is. Perfect. Everybody's back. Thank you, Tanner. You okay?
Yeah. Sorry, the connection was a little unstable for a second.
He did. John Dunn. I love this. Trying to make a new line in comments and it keeps spamming MB chat. No wonder his education is terrible. He did Elf Scouts and has no idea what they were saying. This is a solid point. This is a backstory flaw here, if there ever was one.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, literally, I literally was just looking at my languages. Like, how do I not know Elvish?
It's a question. Yes.
It's a question.
You set up your character. You did that. You chose.
I know I did.
You chose your languages. I let you do it.
I thought Elvish was the default language. I don't know why.
Okay. Anyways.
Not right now.
It ain't right now because you're about to die. Anyways. Yeah, they're gonna go ahead and begin gesturing you to follow them, and two other elves are gonna step up and they're going to reach towards your weapons. Pantomiming that they're going to be taking your weapons.
Sure. I go and I go forward and I will give him my mace and I guess crossbow.
Yeah, they take him off you. Also, what is your, out of curiosity, Tendi, what is your druidic casting? What is your spell casting focus?
What do you mean my spell casting for my druid focus?
You have an object you use to cast your spells via.
No, it's my gear. It's druidic focus.
It just says druidic focus?
Yeah.
What is that?
The flavor text is just a druid.
Wait, no, but you need.
But what is yours?
You have an object personally that you use to cast spells with.
Bruh.
Okay, they're gonna take your druidic focus so you can't cast spells because they'll know what that is.
Word. It's probably something for my mommy.
That's weird.
Can I try? Is it too late for me to try charm person on the person that's trying to take my weapons?
It is not too late if you want to try it. But are you going to? They're gonna know you're gonna as soon as you begin to kind of make because what is charm person? Yeah, it's verbal and semantic. So you're gonna speak magical words and make gestures with your wings. As soon as you begin casting a spell, the one closest to you is going to draw a short sword in real black and grab you by the collar, trying to attempt to stop the spell.
All right, I stop.
Yeah, okay. They look very tense, and he's pointing a short sword at your beak.
I hand over my lunch.
All right, so they take take the bag of holding, and they take the two gun blades off your belt as well. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern.
Right. Do I still have my rapier, or is it? I guess it's in the bag. Yeah, if I have the guns.
Also, Ashe, I just realized: are you alone in the battle bus with the lamp?
Yeah.
With a lamp?
Yeah.
I'm with. Like, what lamp are you talking
Yeah,
about?
because
you have the genie Shakatat.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's my point. Is that it's not with them. So okay, they're gonna begin escorting you deeper into the woods.
Cool.
This is bad.
Still loving the adventure.
Adventure, cool. I try and speak Druidic to see if anyone maybe. I know they're wood elves, but it's like someone in a foreign language trying to speak Spanish. Even though there's like someone pick something. It's not English if it's not Spanish. I'm speaking Druidic right now. Anyone can speak Druidic? Hello?
One of them's gonna poke you with the arrow tip on her bow, and she's like, and she's gonna speak in Elvish. And also, I just want to say this: the dialect of Elvish they're speaking seems incredibly dissimilar to what you've heard your mother speak, Tendi. They're gonna escort you deeper into the forest. Hold on.
Ashe is looking through the spyglass. Yeah, they should be approaching the camp right about now.
Yeah.
Come help us. So what's going on? They're guiding us. What are we looking at? What are we seeing?
So they're guiding you up to. Sorry, I'm just fixing something so we have something to look at for this bit here. But they're guiding you up towards a kind of like a treehouse-like structure in the distance. It is maybe like 300 feet into the woods as you guys are.
All right, Cindy, don't freak out. I still have something up my sleeve.
You have weapons up your sleeve? That's so cool. Like, I knew you were shifty, and I thought you had something on ya. Cool.
Okay.
Still like shouting Druidic. Please, someone.
Right, fix that. So we got an image of wood elves, kind of. So yeah, they're escorting you with their arrow points like deeper into the woods. As you guys are approaching this treehouse structure, they're going to make it for you to climb, kind of like a rope ladder.
I will climb up then.
Well, she pokes you with it, and then she gestures actually behind the treehouse, which is kind of miscommunication. She's like, "Look behind the treehouse," and she's like kind of gesturing with her knife.
Oh God, are they taking us out back like old Yeller? I go behind the treehouse.
Wait, are they separating us?
No, they're both being gestured and directed to behind the treehouse.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm just fixing things right here. Behind the treehouse is the entrance to the stream, so you must be on the near the far side of the camp. And in the stream, it's backed up, and there seems to be a beaver dam that's blocking the stream. And they're gesturing you to go into the beaver dam.
Into the beaver dam?
Yeah, they're like pointing.
Well, I'm like, I do wild arm gestures of like, what?
All right, we go.
What?
All right, you guys go up to the entrance to the beaver dam, and you see that there's they're pointing you to get into the water because you come up into a beaver dam from under the water.
So we have to go under the water to pop up into the
Beaver dam.
So it's like in Atlantis it's just like a sink with the.
Yeah, you have to like swim in the stream to get into the beaver dam.
Okay.
This is very, very weird, but I'll jump into the stream and I'll go to the beaver dam.
Can I'm trying to think. Don't I still have my glamour? Yeah, I still have my glamour armor equipped.
Yeah, you can change it into anything.
Yeah, can I? Scuba gear? Or not?
Would say do
What?
that
You know,
inside
like
the
wetsuit?
water. Don't show them.
Can I change it into a wetsuit?
Yeah, you can change it into a wetsuit. The elves get very concerned as you do so. Shit.
There.
All right, hold on. Let's just do this. All right. Do you guys go into the beaver dam?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm going to the beaver dam.
Okay, sorry. I'm pulling up a couple more things because I wasn't prepared for my inventory today. So I'm sorry, guys. All right. You hop into the beaver dam and you swim around, and you guys both pop up inside kind of a warm little beaver dam. And on the inside of this dam, sitting there on a small little mound of sticks, with kind of there's like a bunch of like jars and stuff, like little like woven baskets and all sorts of little things inside this beaver dam. And there's little things up in the hall. You see there's hanging meat in one corner that's like drying, and smoked fish, and it's all just in there, just like hanging all over the place. It looks like a sentient being lives inside this beaver dam. And sitting there is an eager little beaver just sitting there. He's a little patting his tail.
Oh, I feel better about where this is going now.
Okay. Now I'm just picturing the South Park episode with the intelligent otters. I speak Druidic to the beaver as like hello.
All right, I gotta come up with a beaver voice. What do beavers sound like, guys?
I'm just picturing Mr. Beaver from Narnia. So
Okay.
British.
Hello, is that you, Tindy?
Did they speak this in common?
No, he speaks in Druidic. Hello, Tindy. How are you?
Oh, beaver friend. Hi.
I don't think you remember. Last time we talked, I was more commonly took of the form of an elf.
Thank you for saying that, because I didn't want to be rude, but like I don't know any beavers.
No, it's okay. You know what now? Come on in. Who's your friend?
This is Scree. He's kind of looking after me, kind of like a mentor.
Well, I was your mentor, sir.
What?
This is you're gonna make me explain your own backstory to you, aren't you?
Yes, you are.
Scree, sorry, Tendy. This is the beaver and the man that trained you in the Druidic arts in the forest. Do you remember his name?
Did I come up with this?
Yes, you do.
Oh no.
First of all, when did I come up with this? Second of all, how intoxicated was I?
I'm like 99% sure you were high as balls when you called me and talked about this.
Oh, we talked on the phone about
Yes,
this.
we had a whole
Oh, I
conversation.
don't even remember.
Oh no.
Oh no.
All right, it's gonna be Arnold the Beaver.
Can it be Norbit?
Sure, fuck it. Norbit the Beaver. Hello, Tendy. It's a pleasure to see you again. Come up and get dry. Or I guess you can't get really dry at a beaver dam, but get up here. I enjoy it. Have you? Yeah, Megan's right. Have you met your players? Yes, you'll have to explain their own backstory to them. Yep, it's fair. This is a dark moment, Ed. I'm just saying. This is like some of your best writing. How high do you have to be to come up with a story of a beaver teacher?
Apparently very.
A beaver.
A talking beaver. I don't remember a fucking
You have
talking
this.
beaver.
This was like a fantastic conversation. I really enjoyed this hour we had a conversation about this.
It was an hour?
It was like an hour and 45 minutes, like straight up,
Worse.
where we were on a phone having a conversation. You have no recollection of this.
I'm sorry to like totally take away from the game right now, but I'm trying to like, cause Teddy isn't that old. Literally came
What
up
is
with
your
maybe-
life, sir?
Look, man, you're in it. You just gotta go with it.
Yeah.
Like Scree's just like, come on, what the fuck is this?
Norman, can you speak Common or is it just Druid? Is this how I learned Druidic?
Yep, I taught him Druid. I can speak Common. You know this. Hey, hi, who are you? It's nice to meet you.
Pleased to meet your acquaintance. How do you know my protege here?
Oh, we used to do a lot of hashish in the jungle.
I was a kid.
I mean, that doesn't mean you're a druid, bro. It's what we do. Clearly, why he doesn't remember me.
So I guess this whole armed kidnapping was all about you wanting to just reconnect.
No. I didn't know they were kidnapping you. The wood elves have been displaced. They used to they used to have a kind of some places they lived around the Sundial, but then that giant camp and the mechanical automaton showed up and drove all the wood elves out of there.
Well, who do they think we are?
They don't know. They've just been patrolling the forest and they picked you up. They don't know.
Well, we'd love to help them,
Wood
like...
Elves took back their land.
Yeah. I'll explain it to them. They don't speak Elvish. They speak Sylvan.
Like the fairies?
Yeah, it was like a Elvish, like a proto-language. It's what the old elves used to speak.
Word.
Think of it, it's like they speak like Old English as opposed to like English, essentially.
All right.
Well, I feel like this has all been a huge misunderstanding.
No,
Can my friend have his weapons back?
Yeah, we can get that squared away. I just need to check to make sure you're not going to do anything.
Oh, I don't need them back right now. We're all friends here.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to
I
fucking...
don't feel threatened. This is fine. You're talking beaver. You're adorable. Kendi, how come you never told me about this guy?
Well, he wasn't a beaver last time I was here.
Yeah, it's actually really nice
How
to
did
live
you
as
become a beaver?
I just turned into a beaver, true polymorph, mate. I'm just a beaver now. It's nice. Well, I was kind of exploring around, living in the woods. I'm a druid, so you live in the woods, and honestly, like, there's a lot of other forms. I was an otter for a little while. Like, beavers have really dexterous fingers, and I can just do small, little, fine detail work. I'm warm all the time. When I was a human, I was cold. I was always cold. Even in this jungle, I was cold. And now I can go underwater, I can swim. I'm really into fishing, so, it's cool to beaver fish. It's a really good pastime. Frankly,
Tendy,
they just live a better life than we do.
Teddy slaps himself on the forehead. It's like, oh, right! I can also turn into animals. That's a thing we can do.
Man, you were not my best pupil. I'm sorry, I love you, man, but, like, Jesus.
It's cool. I got, like, hit in the head a lot when I went home. My
Ooh.
stepdad was kind of a dick.
Yeah, no shit. So, yeah, what you guys doing here?
So I met my real dad, which was cool.
Mm.
He tried to kill us, which was not cool.
That sucks. You got two murderous dads, mate.
I know. Now I got like, and I say in Druidic. Now I got like these two like foster dads that seem pretty cool. I really want to impress them.
What do you want to... Okay, cool. Why are you guys here? Why are you at the Sundial? Sorry, I gotta ask him. The elves really want to know why you're messing around in their jungle.
Cause We are looking for the time trowel.
We're looking for the
Time trowel.
Well, that's you know a loosely defined concept. You know,
The beaver.
What is time travel really? Like
The
we
beaver,
don't know.
The beaver turns and looks at Tindy, then turns and looks at you, Scree. Why are you bringing Scree, or sorry, little Tindy to find the time trial? The trial of time.
It's like he told you. He's trying to confront and learn about his heritage and you know, kind of take up his place in the world. I don't know. It was the only way that you know, he could take ownership of his situation apparently, and we have his mother's blessing. And
to be entirely honest with you, I like you, mate, but I feel like the last couple minutes should be indicative of Tindy's grasp as a operator, if you will. It's not exactly the person that I would feel comfortable having the literal ability to change time put into his hands all the same.
Oh, no. That is not at all. We're just trying to make sure that this Glim Garicks person doesn't get it.
Now that I could talk about. Like I said, I'm an archdruid of the Feywild. I protect this jungle and its people. I would really like to see him removed. But I think the time trial, wherever it exists inside the Feywild, must be contributing to the outgrowth and the outgrowth of this forest.
Oh, so everything's like mega-sized because time is out of whack?
Well, yeah, but it also has other effects. It's tied. It's dimensionally tied to the Feywild. It's kind of conceptually. This may be a little much for you, Tindy, but it's conceptually the concept of chaos itself.
Cool.
Anything that is in the presence of the time trial can be evolved. It can change and flow and grow.
So, I mean, I could become a beaver if I wanted to.
Yeah, who the fuck knows, mate? He could also, like, turn inside out.
So, would you be, like, opposed to us taking the time trial? I mean, I know it does all these things.
What we're here for is not to take the time trial for ourselves. This is a humanitarian effort to make sure that Glim Garicks doesn't get it. How many times do I have to tell you it's not all about you.
Make a deception check.
Okay.
I should give him disadvantage for Tindy being thick as mud.
Oh,
okay. The beaver gives you a beaver stare, which it's very difficult to see if he's angry. He's an angry beaver or a sad beaver. He really just looks like a beaver. You know what I mean? So you're not, it's like he's a beaver. It's like Paddington giving you a hard look, right? Like it's just sort of there. You're not sure to be intimidated, but you feel kind of intimidated to some extent. Well, I will agree to help you remove Glim Garicks. But you must know he has some pretty crazy inventions in there. What is your goal to getting into the camp? Do you have a goal?
Sundial?
Yeah, just to take down Glim Garicks.
You're gonna go in there and murder him.
If we have to.
Is he alive? Really? I don't know. It's up for debate, I think.
Oh no, I have no problem with that. I just curious if Tindy's ever murdered a person.
No, but I got close.
Well, that's dark. Jesus.
It's been a wild week? 2 weeks? How long has it been? It feels like forever.
It's been like 8 days since you met these assholes.
But no, it's okay. She was gonna leave us deserted to die. So that makes it okay, right?
That's not exactly the conversation that we had, Tendy, and I think you know that.
But that's what Ashe said.
Well, Ashe isn't here right now. For that reason. Because I'm right, and Ashe is wrong.
Alright. Little Teddy takes out his notebook that's like all wet right now and like starts a new chapter, the Scree chapter. When Ashe is not around, Scree is in charge.
All right, gentlemen. Like I said, you're not gonna do anything to damage the sundial, correct?
No.
Why would you think that?
I just want to make sure everything's okay.
Why would someone damage the sundial?
I don't even know what the sundial is. Like,
it tells the time when the sun hits on it. It casts a shadow, and it's really just to keep track of time.
That's not
Someone
what it
down
is, you
on
idiot.
the deception here. Yeah.
I know what a sundial is.
Not, but this is us. This is a type. Oh my God! Why do I even? Jesus fucking Christ! Look. Here's the idea. The magical nexus of all the rivers flows to this end of the desert. And as the rivers collect the silt from all the magic of the Feywild, it flows downstream, collecting at the base of the sundial, creating a time-based anomaly in the function of the tower. The tower was built by Oberon in past to contain and harness this time-based anomaly.
So the magic's in the water.
Holy fuck. Scree, was it?
Yes.
Yeah, what are you guys doing here? What's your plan? Just tell me your plan and I'll let you go. Come on.
Well, now that we see how big the camp is, frankly, yeah, I don't know how we're gonna take down Glim Garicks. You bring up a good point.
Okay, then we'll put you back out by the desert and you can leave.
Would the Wood Elves help us
Take
out?
Tindy back to Fargo now.
Would the Wood Elves help us out in establishing a ambush /
Lots of them have died previously. They got methodologies to detect when we'll fire on the camp. We'd be happy to attack them, but I don't see any reason for them to put their forces into it now. Like, there's no reason that you guys are going to succeed where they have failed. You don't have a plan. You don't have any idea what you're going to do. Why would we help you?
What else are you going to do?
Figure a way out.
What's your plan?
I don't have one. Which is why, as I taught you in Druid training, that you sit back and you think about your situation and you figure things out. You don't just charge in like a fucking maniac.
Well, that's the exact opposite of what I've been doing.
No fucking shit!
Well, and we've been trying to work on that, Tendy, I feel like.
God damn, man, you collect bad dad figures like no one's fucking business. No offense, how long till the bird tries to kill you? No offense, no offense to you both. I'm just getting real fucking concerned here.
Little Tendy is super sad. He's gonna go, like, stand next to the hanging meat and just, like, wait till everything's done.
The beaver's just, like, sighs and, like, puts his hand on his face. He's just like, fuck me, Jesus. Scree, what are you gonna do? You want us to just let you go then?
I think we could partner up. I mean, I see your point. You don't know what skills we have. You don't know why we're gonna have more success than you guys have had with an army.
No, I can tell you guys are tough, and Tindy, despite being an idiot, is no offense. Sorry, Tindy.
No, I get it.
Yeah, instead of having no common sense, he's pretty tough, and you look to be the tough sort as well. That said, that dragon came down and it burned a whole bunch of my people, and it burned out a whole chunk of the forest, and that spinning razor blade machine had all those guns. We didn't really have much of a chance, and I had to cast a bunch of spells to get a lot of my people out of there.
You said they know how to, like, detect when you guys are about. Is it magic detection or?
No, they have a couple of spell circles down that that trigger an alarm when you get too close to the camp. You guys were just the reason they fired an arrow at you is you were about to step on it, and they were over there too. And if that had happened, the dragon would have come over.
That's a good thing you guys found us. I can see how you're confidence in
Yeah,
our
it's not.
skills.
It's not what I would call an all-time high. You know, I mean.
Well, is there any mission that is too unacceptable in terms of the casualty, like the risk reward that no one in your organization feels comfortable taking on, that you feel
They've
like
been
you
here
could
for
outsource,
days. My suspicion is that as soon as they figure out what they get from the Sundial, they'll head into the forest and most likely die. I don't have to do anything to make sure they get killed off, essentially.
Or is that dangerous?
The forest is really fucking dangerous.
Because we got here okay, and then it was
Yeah, the
y'all.
desert ain't shit. Take vacations in the desert from the Feywild.
Well, no, I mean we walked through like.
We're on the edge, Scree. There's not gonna be danger on the edge.
There's safe parts of the jungles. The point is that they're gonna have to go into the deep jungle because Oberon's Folly. I know this jungle particularly well. I have no idea where Oberon's Folly is, and it must be deep, deep, deep in there. And there's crazy shit in the jungle. Like, the closer you get to Oberon's Folly, the more the life cycle and everything gets stretched and just more chaotic and more dangerous. So my point is, yeah, they've taken away our campsite here, and it's depriving the elves of some of the energy from the river and everything else, and it's bad. And they try to kill us, and I hate them, and they're not able to worship at the Sundial. But in due time, the problem will solve itself.
Well, forgive me for disagreeing with, what's clearly more your predicament than mine, but it doesn't seem like they've had any trouble clearing their way through the forest with that big steaming contraption that they have.
That's fair. I mean, they're, like I said, we'll see what happens. They'd have to get inside Oberon's Folly, which no one has come back from there ever. So I think the odds are on my side that they just leave in a... No idea. I just told you that.
But you said nobody comes back from there alive, which means they have to get there.
There's some way to figure it out at the tower. I don't know how.
Well, Tendy, I guess if they don't want our help, they don't want our help. We tried.
All right. Can we get some water and snacks before we go off?
Yeah, here, grab some of that hanging meat. He's gonna pop a little fish in his mouth. He's gonna pass you a whole fish, Scree.
Well, thank you kindly.
Cool. I guess we're gonna head back to Ashe and let them know what's going on, because they're not gonna help us. It's a very card stacked against us situation.
I'm gonna say this: y'all never actually got to roll persuasion because you actually never made a persuasion. Like, y'all know that, right? Like, you just said, help us, please. Like, I'm not gonna let you roll the persuasion because I do not feel persuaded.
I don't argue with you not feeling persuaded. I feel a little hurt that it doesn't seem like I tried at all. But
it's okay. That was probably insulting to some extent. That wasn't my intention to insult you. I just feel that
I didn't ask for the perception roll. So
persuasion. Yeah, it'd be persuasion. You could attempt to persuade them. So I assume you're just gonna make. I'm gonna just go ahead and cut through some of this. You're gonna make your way back out to the desert and sneak towards. Night is getting closer as you this, and in the distance, you hear the Tyrannosaurus Rex is getting much closer to the battle bus. Ashe, how was your day?
Ashe is on the battle bus. He's like, wow, they must be really hidden. I can't see them at all. But then, as night starts to come down, it's I'm starting to panic. Oh my god! Oh my gosh! They didn't make it. They got caught. They're dead. They've got to be. Glim Garicks got them. There's no way. What am I gonna do? Maxine, what are we gonna do? He's gonna start panicking, and then it'll be like pacing the top of the battle bus, back and forth, until hopefully I see them. Or they show up somehow. But he's gonna start formulating a plan. How am I gonna get out of here? Who am I gonna have to betray? Maxine's first on the list. Yes.
All right, you guys get back to the bus. You find Ashe inside, pacing back and forth.
It's doomed. We're doomed.
Honey, we're home.
Oh, you guys are alive. I looked all day at the encampment, and you guys weren't there. I thought you were captured.
Yeah, we had
my old beaver dad captured us and gave us a stern talking to.
Oh, I'm sorry. That sentence didn't make sense to me.
None of my sentences make sense to anyone.
Your beaver, you got captured by a beaver?
Mm-hmm.
Scree, you don't know about the wood elves and the magic forest that has like a bunch of dangerous stuff in there, and how, you know.
Well, wood elves? Don't they speak Elvish?
They speak Elvish. Yeah. No. They speak Sylvan. They're old wood elves.
Well, don't you speak Elvish?
You would think, wouldn't you?
Tit. What happened? Just start from the beginning.
So we were, super stealthily going through the forest, and then these wood elves just got the jump on us, and then they directed us towards this dam, which my old Druid teacher was in there. He's a beaver now. It sounds weird, but it's okay because I forgot we can turn into animals. So he's just living his beaver life right now. It's totally normal. I believe so. The Wood Elves really want these guys out of their camp, but they clearly have a bunch of weapons and they killed a lot of them already. So they're kind of just waiting until they solve the puzzles to go into the forest and just die. I got meat, and I hand him some of the meat that the beaver dad gave me.
Norbit.
Kenku was very clear to tell them how much he wants the time trial.
Because that's what we want, right? That's the adventure?
Well, yeah, but there's like steps in between there, Tindy.
When have we ever taken steps?
If Bless Your Heart was a person.
I didn't tell him that we were gonna, break the sundial. That was something he really showed that he does not want to happen.
Scree, are you okay with this, or are you just gonna talk about what happened? Like, or do you want to tell Tindy off? Like, I'm just getting to this actually, because like Tindy did just like run out all the secrets right there for you, as you were trying to do that.
It was my beaver dad, who I forgot about.
Yeah, yeah, one of those steps, Tendy, is deception is the thing, because if you know that we didn't want what we wanted, you shouldn't have told him. I guess.
All right, I'll try to lie more. I'm sorry.
Okay. At least you did your best. I'll put my hand on his shoulder. Okay, so what are we gonna do now? Did you guys actually even make it to the camp?
No, they have like spell circles that go off when you get too close. We know because they told us. Not like we were gonna set them off or anything, because easy.
No, he said we were gonna set them off when they fired a warning shot at us that stopped us in our tracks, essentially.
What happened to deception?
What do you mean?
You don't lie to me, Tendy.
Him, we need him.
Sorry, I'm very confused. It's been a big 8 days.
All right, we're having a lot of conversation here. Ed, what are you doing with the character right now? You're acting really dumb, and I'm very curious. Is this intentional for Tendy, or is this just a joke?
A little bit. I really don't know what we're gonna do. I was just going for the laughs, but we need to come up with a strategy.
Gotcha. I just want to move us along in terms of let's have you guys formulate a strategy. I think I'm going to go ahead and give you guys some time to talk about it. Let's go ahead and go in for a quick 10-minute break here, and then we'll come back in just a bit, and we'll let you guys formulate a strategy, and I want to hear all about it, okay?
Word. Sure.
Okay. And, the time of the clock is now 8:25. We'll be back in 15 minutes, so that'll be 8:40. We'll be back by 8:40, everybody. And thank you for listening to the Pen and Paper Pod. Head on over to @thepenandpaperpod on Twitter, where you can check out all of our tweets, everything there. You can check out all of our podcasts. You can see, you can get this podcast you can get this live stream as a podcast format. Check that out there, and then head on over to TuscanShed.com, where you can check out all of their podcasts. Check out all those. We're going to be back in about 15 minutes. We're going to all go pee. Perfect. Hello and welcome back to the Pen and Paper Pod. And my fiance's yelling at me about the door being open. Welcome back. We're back. Everything's good. Nothing's broken. Oh God. And now you guys can talk in here. Apologies. Let's turn off the music, get everything going. That was real quick. We had to grab coffee super fast. Welcome back, Scree, Tindy, and Ashe. Gentlemen, you're on the outskirts of a camp near the Sundial, trying to infiltrate it. How would you like to proceed?
I think we should use the wish spell, but it could be that we could try to not just use it to get past the alarms. Maybe we could like do it as the distraction itself. Like, what if we wish that all the automatons get shut down for 30 minutes, and that kind of triggers everyone to kind of get all hands on deck, and then we can just go in despite the alarms.
I mean, why shut them down? Just have them explode.
If we are using a wish spell, we might as well try to take them permanently offline and see. That doesn't feel like as big an ask, right? Like that feels more doable.
Mm-hmm.
Or like, ooh, if we make the wish like a matter of degrees somehow of what happens to them, and then if we don't get as good a roll, maybe they just shut down for a while. If we are gonna use the wish spell, we should like try to get the most out of it without like
that is kind of where that's kind of where the monkey paw comes in.
Yeah.
Like how we're trying to maximize the wish.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I like that though.
Hold on. Potion diminution. How tiny does that make you?
Makes you small, like a size smaller, I believe.
Yeah.
So
We had a plan that fell apart at semantics at the last backup, right?
Yeah.
When you drink this potion, you gain the reduce effect of the enlarge reduce spell for 1d4 hours. No concentration required.
We're still we're still big enough to get triggered.
Yeah, I mean you're still.
Wait a minute. What if a spider drinks that? Will they go from tiny
Oh my God.
to a size lower?
Ashe,
Minuscule.
just scrap it, because by the time I would be able to get anywhere, it would take too long. To be a tiny ass spider like that, it would take too long.
Well, you can just go to the alarm barrier and then walk in.
So yeah, your sizes are halved in all dimensions, so you would still be like a small animal person.
But would he not gain the tiny size category?
Yes,
but
he
size
does.
Category?
Yeah, he does. So
Would he go?
would be-
He'd go lower than tiny.
Still.
So he would go lower than tiny.
Wait, how? Why he wouldn't if it was a person that drank it? But if we're talking about
But
a
if-
spider. Yes.
Yeah, if a spider drank it, because the alarm spell says tiny or larger. So if he goes a size category below tiny, would he gain the category subtype to actually get past the alarms?
I would rule yes.
I think that might work.
Oh,
And then we go to the original plan. Tindy sets something on fire, does some big distraction, and then we walk in and say fuck the alarms.
You make me a super tiny spider. I get it, but then what?
Well, look, especially if we go in from the left.
Well, then you just shape out of wild shape whenever you want.
And then the effect would it still pass over if you're wild shape when you did it? I guess you could end the effect.
Well, if it's a potion, then he'll probably keep it.
diminution at
Yeah, for
will,
1d4
or
per
does
hour.
it have to wait out its time
It has to wait out the 4 for diminution, so you'd be a tiny tendy.
for hours?
You wouldn't be tiny, you'd be small. So you would still be, yeah. You would just you'd have disability on strength, you'd disadvantage on strength checks, essentially.
I think this is this.
You could hop on my shoulders and fight from up there.
So Tindy, it's either this plan or we use a wish spell.
Yeah. We run out of time.
That's what we got here. Yeah.
I guess
Oh, we
I guess
got-
we gotta go with the wish spell, because being a tiny spider doesn't sound right to me. Neither is the wish spell, but that sounds less wrong than tiny spider.
Okay, hold on.
Congratulations, John Dunn, for getting the top fan.
One.
Megan is very upset that you have it over her.
Is she an admin? Because that might be it.
Oh, she might be an admin. That's true. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that.
Oh, it's an auto-generated thing?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Yeah, Facebook notices like how long you're at places.
I thought he was just calling
Right.
himself right top there. I put that together. That's hilarious.
Tindy, I have an idea. So you're worried about being a spider, which is fair. It's really tiny. But I can use the cantrip Mold Earth to shift the sand so you don't have to walk as far. And that way it'll shift every 5 feet or so closer and closer past the alarm spell, so that way you don't have to waste time actually tracking it yourself.
But wouldn't that trigger the alarm?
It doesn't say anything about a spell. It says a hostile entity, I thought.
Yeah,
Or
it's all
let me
about
read
like
it
a
one more time.
persona or something. It's not the ground
To
moving.
shift the sand
It's
so you
only
don't.
when a creature, so magic would. All right, I mean, if you really want to do this tiny spider trick, we can do it.
You're a druid, man. Come on. It's time to be a druid. Be the flea.
Yeah,
Be the flea or the
turn
spider
into
or
an
whatever it
animal.
is.
So I'm gonna turn into that spider. I'm gonna drink the potion of diminution and be super tiny.
Well, hold on.
And then you're gonna mold earth.
We get. Yeah.
Where?
Yeah. I'll mold earth you inside the camp, and then you're on your own. Then the distraction is all up to you. I would recommend fire, being Ashe.
Should I go straight into the sundial by myself to try and figure out the direction, or do I try and sabotage something?
Sabotage something so that we can get in, so we can watch your back while you figure out the sundial riddle.
Yeah, we can create a bigger distraction once we're all inside.
I'm pretty sure we all need to get into the sundial. We can't just like have one person go in there.
You can.
We don't know what the fuck's what.
You don't know that is. You don't know what the fuck's in there. All right, guys. What do you want to do?
Well, we'll only do what Tendy's comfortable with. Actually, fuck Tendy, do it.
No, fuck that, Tendy. Come on, you gotta step up. You know, you wanna be part of this group. You gotta. This is your initiation, man. You gotta. This is like the 3rd time we've told him this.
I would like to intimidate Tendy.
Do it.
To do it.
Roll intimidation.
Damn it.
Tendy, I guess roll like a wisdom saving. Oh yeah, go ahead. Just do it. Everybody intimidate Tendy.
Oh, I have a
Say 16.
Yeah.
That's
No.
All right, I'm actually. Let's do this as characters. Like characters can't. This is not something you can do. Tendy, are you intimidated by these 2 people? That's a better question.
Of course, Tendy is. Tendy wants to be like these guys, so he's gonna do the spider thing. I'm trying to figure out the best way to utilize it, which I believe Ashe gave me a good chaos type of move that could work out good here. Possible. So I did do some reworking, so I have different things. Ashe, what was the thing you said about summoning like 8 pixies with summon beasts?
It's really jank, but the spell.
I mean, we need jank
animals,
right now, dude. We're about to use a wish spell. We need jank.
So here's how it works. The spell Conjure Animals allows you to summon a certain number of beasts, and there's a beast that's a 1/4 level called a pixie, which you can with the spell Conjure Animals you can summon 8 of those, and pixies have access to the polymorph spell once a day. So effectively, you can, if you command them right and they work the way you want them to, pixies can polymorph 8 things for the price of a Conjure Animals.
So I'm thinking if I'm a tiny spider to get in there, and then I find a group of 8 guards or whatever, or maybe the big guards with the thing with all the guns, if I have the pixies polymorph them into creatures or whatever, get them DTF out of there, and then I can sabotage the thing with all the guns to make that explode or go off or do something, and that could be a distraction for you guys to come in and do things, possibly. We have nothing we don't have a lot of options. I don't want to waste that wish spell.
Okay.
So let's go for jank. How about
Look,
that? How does
okay,
that sound?
scenario, the alarms trigger and somebody does notice, their forces are still going to be divided. Because there's some people's attention is going to be on whatever havoc you're creating on the opposite side of camp. You know? Ideally. We'll see.
And also keep in mind that the polymorph spell doesn't work on constructs,
Right.
which is a lot of their guards.
Because they can't.
No, it's only 2 of their guards.
3.
3.
You know that from
Well,
your
and the
perception.
dragon.
Oh yeah, the dragon.
But that's not really a construct. That's a robot.
What?
Okay, Tendy, let's sit down.
God, you are the bitchiest player sometimes, Ed. I'm just saying. Okay, like,
Bitchiest?
Alright.
yeah,
Let's set this in motion. We're gonna go to the border's edge where the alarm is. Try to be stealthful, of course.
Well,
And then I'll bring the
Nora's gonna
potion.
help us there because they knew where the lines were, so they can get us as close as we can without triggering it. They know the perimeter. And
We
then I
need to
guess
make sure they don't immediately capture us again. If they see us and we don't have like another.
They didn't know who we were.
John Dunn said he wanted to say, I have literally been waiting for Tinny to do Druid things. He just uses the quick rest. Time to Druid up.
Thank you. Tendy, this is on you. Let's do this.
All right.
So we're gonna get close. I'm gonna.
Let's
turn
go
to
ahead and
a
do this.
spider.
What are you going to do? Are you going to leave Mad Maxine with the bus?
Well, she can't go anywhere.
That's true. But are you going to leave the bus in the path of the camp?
Unless Ashe uses another conjuring spell to make a big sky stone, it's stuck there. It has no more power.
Yeah, I don't have any more spells like that.
It's parts.
Oh yeah, that's right. You
Yeah,
haven't
so-
regenerated just yet, so yeah. You don't have an
All
opportunity.
right. Yeah, so we're all good with this. This plan. We have to have full confidence in this plan, otherwise it's not going to work.
So the plan
I
is
might
again,
as well disguise myself as one of the guards once we get into the camp too. Ash, I don't know if you can
Yeah.
do that at all, or if you can try to invisibility.
Yeah, I was doing that. I was doing that while you guys were there. I have with my disguise kit.
Okay, cool. And Ed or Tendy, maybe you can turn back into a dinosaur or something. Or you already know what you're gonna do. Never mind. Okay, cool.
Not really, but cool. All I know is I'm being a spider.
I'm sure you'll figure it out.
We trust you at
Yeah.
deception check.
Oof, yeah, make a deception check. Jesus Christ. I don't know. Anyways, go ahead and head on. So you guys are going to head on back into the forest, correct?
I guess we're gonna try and go back.
All right,
Where
you
they
guys
started.
head through the forest, and you guys go in. Ash, this is the first time you're experiencing kind of the depth of the jungle. It's hot and slimy and gross, and as you guys do that, let's go ahead and make a survival check to get guide you through the jungle back to the location of the camp.
Survival 12.
You're able to get back to where you were. You know the path particularly well, so you're able to get back. I didn't ask this beforehand. Were you on the left or right side of the camp this time?
If we went back the same way we did before, I guess we're still on the left.
Yep. So you're over here. I'm gonna go ahead and guys saying you're a couple hundred feet into the forest on the far side here. So let me go ahead and drop these slides so you can see where we are. You guys are in the forest right here, and you can see peek through the trees that there's this line of trees that have been cut down by the chopping machine, or the tank-like chopping machine.
What time of day is it? Is it dark yet?
It is probably 2 hours to sunset. You could probably wait there if you wanted to.
I would say wait. Just everything to help us out here.
Yeah, let's wait, because then I can use dark vision and make sure that those wood elves don't creep up on us again.
All right. As you guys wait, you hear in the distance a cacophony as you see a loud T-Rex roar in the distance, and you can see over the horizon there are 3 T-Rexes that'll probably be at the camp in probably under an hour, and it is just about sunset.
Well, let's fucking do this. Yeah, we got no time left. All right, Tendy, you got this.
All right, so
Are you ready?
no.
All right.
Not at
Explain
all.
what's going to happen here.
Okay, so Do I have to summon all 8 pixies at the same time, or can I?
Yes.
Yes.
That's how the spell works.
Yeah. That's not how it. Yeah.
All right. So, because I was gonna say I'd put like 6 in the group and then 2 with me at the big arsenal that they have. I feel like I should take out the big machine, the big arsenal that they have.
Edwin, I love you very much. We have talked about this for almost an hour now. It's time to sack up and let's do it. So describe what's happening as you summon these pixies.
I'm not summoning them yet. I have to turn into the spider first, get super small. Ashe has to.
I don't think you can summon the pixies if you're wild shaped.
I'm gonna find a place to unwild shape once I'm inside.
Okay.
Oh, so you're gonna summon the pixies inside.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so cool. All right, so how are you guys doing this?
So so Tendi is going to be a small spider.
Gotcha.
Then he will ingest the diminutive potion.
Okay, so Tendi you're going to turn into the spider, right? Describe how that happens.
I summon great druid magic. I like feel it enveloping me, and I just start to like shrink down. And I guess do clothes go with you when you shape?
Yeah, they do.
I hear
yes.
sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Yes. Weapons and
it.
clothes.
All right, I shrink real down, and I just become a spider, bro. Like it's kind of like the fly, but not as gruesome.
All right. And now I'm gonna like pour. Okay, I'm gonna pour a drop of the Dominion potion in front of him to drink it.
That's all I'm gonna need. So we still have that potion, right?
No, you gotta spend the potion.
All right, that's fine. I'll pour the whole thing on him, or not on him, but like next to him.
Yeah, and he just drinks it up slowly, and he's gonna, and then all of a sudden he's a super small spider.
Okay, now that he's a super small spider, I'm gonna cast Mold Earth to shift every 5-foot square for 30 feet closer into the camp.
Gotcha. Okay. So, are you heading in, Tendi?
Yeah. Put me toward the direction of the 2 lazy guards that are with the arsenals with all the guns and the giant skystone there.
That's on the far side of the camp.
Can you do that?
You can move into the camp, but once you get in there, you'll probably, I guess we'll just naturally say it. You're a spider, so you probably don't have to particularly stealth if you want, because you're also a tiny spider. So you're still going to take up this square. So you're moving in through the area and into the edge of the camp. So where are you going to go from here?
Alright. So I'm there. I have 20 feet of movement, which let's see, doesn't get me that far. That gets me to like the first tent.
You can keep moving. Like I said, this is not combat, dude.
Word. All right. I go to the campfires. I see there's about like 6 guards there, correct?
Yeah. Let me go ahead. Yeah, there's like 6 guards in there at the campfire. Are you coming down here?
Yeah. I go into the tent next to me. I see if it's empty or not.
You peek through. You're able to see that the tent is empty.
All right. Inside the tent, I get out of spider form.
Mm-hmm.
And then I summon the pixies.
Make a stealth check in the tent as you make the gestures as quietly as possible to do your spell.
Boom!
Let's go.
Nice. Yeah, no one hears jack shit, and you summon all the pixies who appear quietly in front of you. Describe to me the pixies.
No,
I can describe the pixies. I'll do it. Yeah, they're all tiny little humanoid Tinkerbell little fuckers that are sitting on the palms of your hands, just in like kind of a big crowd, and they all kind of look like tiny babies. Like one of them talks to you and says, like, "Hello, master. My name is Puck."
Hi, Puck. Alright, I need you and your fellow pixies to go out there and do
Wreak havoc?
And I don't want to say wreak havoc, but go turn them into things and have fun.
What should we do, Master? What should we do?
Things that are easily squished.
Easily squished? You want us to turn them into things? We can cast polymorph. We can make them believe that something's happening if it's not. I can look into their mind and find their secrets and bring them back to you. I can entangle and snare their feet. I can put them to sleep.
Wow, you can do a lot more things than I thought you could. But we gotta stick to the plan. The plan is to polymorph them.
Do you want us to just polymorph them? If you give us leeway, we could, of course, wreak havoc, as you so say.
I think my comrades would prefer the havoc. So yeah, go havoc. I gotta go for the extra credit.
Yes. Should any of us stay with you, Master?
One of you stay behind with me for safety reasons.
Yes. Actually, tell me the spell, Tanner. You probably know this spell better than I do. You have direct control over them?
You give them an order.
Yeah, and the order is cause havoc. So cool. Oh, run with that. Okay, and so immediately the fairies disappear and fly out of the tent, and Puck lands on your tiny shoulder, Tendi.
Alright, I kind of peek out the tent to go see what havoc is being made.
So immediately, so there's 7 fairies. They're going to cast, and immediately, this gentleman right here is going to turn into. I'll just do this actually. Actually, no. You know what's going to happen? This man in the middle of the tent is immediately going to be forcibly turned into an elephant, and he is going to just freak out, and he's going to start plunging through the camp. And he's going to run over these 2 dudes, plowing on. And he's going to kill 2 of the guards. He's going to run over this 3rd tent, which there was a guard secretly in there. And he's going to head out, and he's going to start running into the creatures. And everybody's going to start screaming and running in that general direction, chasing the magically appeared elephants. As that happens, 2 more of the guards are going to suddenly turn into poisonous snakes that are now slithering on the ground. And one of them's going into the tent. So all of it is going crazy. This now elephantine guard is going to run into the far side, into the Triceratops, and all of the dinosaurs are beginning to start jumping around. This Brontosaurus is going to break out and heading into the far direction. He's going to plow into the stream on the far side, and he's going to run into the razor blade spinning things, and he's going to get his neck chopped off, and literally a fountain of Brontosaurus guts is going to shoot into the air, raining blood down all over the camp. And you can see that he's like the elephant man is now run into it, and now several of the dinosaurs are loose, tracking around the camp. 2 of them are trashing their supply chain, and the other one is running over, and it appears the automatons is attempting to stop the dinosaurs from rampaging. What do you want to do, Tendi?
All that's happening over there, I'm gonna go to the tent behind me, like try and sneak it in there.
You're already in a tent, remember?
Yeah, the one behind it. Like I'm gonna try and go back to like them to kind of like see if they're on their way in.
Gotcha.
But I'm still trying to be hidden.
You get to the edge of the tent, and I don't think you see them through the brushes. What do you guys, as you guys watch all this commotion begin in the camp?
Our little boy's growing up.
I think that's our cue. Like, if blood raining from the sky isn't a big enough one, I don't know
as
what
you
it
do,
is.
you see in the distance, you see a giant wheelie ball roll out from the base of the tower as you guys are moving through the brushes, and it wheels up to the line, and it's going to fire a bunch of like metal projectiles and nails and stuff into the Brontosaurus, nearly killing it, but causing it to head back in the opposite direction, and then it rolls after him.
All right, let's. I'm gonna go inside, like straight to the tower, and try to be stealthily, like moving through the chaos.
Gotcha. So you both are disguised as guards, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have a kit, so I need to cast the spell. I just have been waiting till I catch a glimpse of one to imitate.
All right, and you'll see them come out of the forest, Tendi, and you'll be able to run up beside them. Or is that what
Okay,
Are you not gonna do that?
I'm gonna try and stay within these tents. I'm gonna try and like follow them, but still be hidden. Not completely go to them quite yet.
All right, Ashe and Scree make a group stealth roll with advantage due to the commotion.
That just means we both do it twice.
Yeah.
Twice then?
Okay. Yes.
So roll one more, Trevor.
Oh, I don't. It's sorry. It's doing the dice for some reason. I think I clicked it twice quickly. Give me 1 sec. There we go. There we go.
Shit, Jesus
That was
Christ.
sneaky.
Oh,
Plus-
ignore that last one.
I know,
Ignore
it's
that
fine.
last one.
It's fine. 14 equals divided by 2. So your group is 19 and a half. So you're easily able to sneak towards past just slightly. As you're passing, Ashe, you can see the ball that's attacking the Brontosaurus. There seems to be clear glass on the side of it, and you can see inside, like a mechanized rotating gyroscope, is Glim Garrick in the ball.
Oh, bitch.
You're passing within 5 feet of him.
I just like
as he's
put
heading
a
towards the
hand on
Brontosaurus.
his shoulder and we're like, let's go. Come on, go look. Don't look. I got it. I'll watch
yeah,
out.
Yeah.
It's all right. Look.
Yeah.
You guys are able to enter the tower. And as you do that, we're going to reveal the area. Come on. Reveal it.
We're able to get in.
Yeah, there's no door. Like, it's just literally like an archway, and above the archway
It was a religious place.
is
of
a
worship at one point.
is text in Elvish.
Oh yeah, I read that.
What's taller than 1,000 trees, growing taller and taller by the season. It's yellow and orange, and sometimes it's pink. It has no mind, but often thinks. When it falls, the world will crumble, but not a human mind will be troubled. Sorry, elven mind will be troubled. Laughing and smiling without voice, joking and speaking without mouth. Up, up, up it goes, where it stops no man knows. More moving forever, without being seen, but whispering softly into the green. What is it?
Put that in the chat, please.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I wanna please.
So they're in there. I'm gonna.
Gotta restart the page.
When I can, I want to try and like run in there sneakily after them as well.
All right, make a stealth check.
Stealth check. It helps. I'm still super tiny, so like.
Eh. Small creatures still make it. I mean, if you probably more if you have an advantage.
8. Hold on, let me just go ahead.
Nope. As you run out of, hold on. Sorry, my thing's crashing. 2 seconds, guys. God damn it.
Could I use inspiration to reroll that?
I'll allow you to use inspiration if you like.
Dude, please, please.
No.
Let's go.
Victory.
All right. No more inspiration for this session. You're able to get. You're able to get to that. I also need to keep track of that. You're able to come up right behind them. You guys literally see in the doorway, like you're in eye line sight of Glim Garrick, like in his ball.
Let's get inside, like, and hug the wall, like.
Yeah, you're able to come in the inside. Guys, think about that. As you guys step into the chamber, you see that like the light of the sun chamber, like the ceiling above you, there's like a spiral staircase leading up to it, lighthouse style. In the center, there seems to be runes carved on the floor that glow with literally like sunlight. There's almost like a bluish tint to the sunlight coming off the runes on the floor. And the ceiling above you is just it's literally like better lit inside the sundial than it is outside.
I'm just gonna look to Scree, like, after I repeat the thing again. I'm just like, is this the sun? Like, it just seems like the sun.
Often, does the sun think? Because I had that thought too, but
2 seconds. Y'all can head up the stairs in just 1 second.
Head upstairs. Yeah. I'm mulling this over. Like, sun seems like it's the correct thing. Yellow, orange, has pink. That would be sunset. Correct.
yeah.
Yeah, if it's pink, it's sunset. Or sunrise.
When it
Or the
falls, like,
atmosphere.
if the sun falls, it just means it's going to sunset.
Very scientific answer.
Yeah, that's how I always go with these things, and it's not the right way.
Yeah.
Laughing and
when
smiling.
it falls, the world will crumble. I mean,
When the sun falls, it just means it's setting.
Gentlemen,
mm-hmm.
See if
Yeah,
people make
sun,
comment about
sunset.
anything. Gotcha.
Suns.
Do you do anything? You say
Was there a way,
sunset?
like? Yeah, why not?
Nothing happens.
What? Oh.
What's taller than 1,000 trees, growing taller and taller by the season. It's yellow and orange and sometimes it's pink. It has no line, but often.
I would say that seems like to be the correct answer, but you're not exactly sure how to answer that. Give them the answer.
Say it in Elvish.
Elvish.
Oh, I'll say it in. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
While that's genius and I love it, it still doesn't do anything.
Dang.
Is anything on the sundial like movable? Or
But you're
just,
not. You
like-
can go up the stairs.
Yeah, let's go upstairs.
Let's go upstairs.
Actually, I'm gonna fire a firebolt at the command tent and then go upstairs.
Yeah, it starts to light on fire as you fire a firebolt
Boom.
at the thing.
Yeah, then we run up the stairs.
So as you guys enter to the top floor, after going up a very winding staircase, you can actually see out one of the windows on the side, like the claws of one of the dragon that's perched on top of the sundial. It seems to be mechanical and not being called, but it definitely seems to be just like moving and just perched on top of it. The chamber that you guys find yourself in is it seems to be that there's two glass kind of like lookers. There's like a circular thing like a clock face on the floor as you come up through the center. At the base there's a kind of like a stone well type of things, and inside the well there's just like glowing golden light coming out of the top of it. At the top, at an angle, is a mirror at the top of the room that's pointed down on the far side, so that the sun, when it comes in through that specific slit on the far side, hitting the mirror, it'll then shoot down and hit the mirror on the far side. There seems to be two adjustable mirrors in the room that will capture the sun from that angle.
Well, if the answer is sunset, we need to capture this angle at sunset.
Which is approaching real quick.
Which is like now.
It seems that you can adjust the mirrors to set the time of the clock.
Shit, what the fuck is the time?
If only we had a time telling device.
Shit, I'll set up for 6 or 6.
Is
Yeah, I'm gonna
it
start with-
numerical?
It's also.
You're able to set it. You set it. You're able to move the prongs around to put the minute hand at the midnight at the 12 symbol, and for in Elvish, which is you recognize as the 12 symbol, and you're able to point the hour hand at the 6 o'clock symbol, and nothing happens. But as you move around the well, you see that there's more text in Elvish on the side of the well.
Oh, I read it and then say it out loud.
What is the time now? If 2 hours later, it would be half as long until the midnight as it would be if it were an hour later.
Put that in the chat.
I feel
Yeah,
like
holy shit.
What is the time now? If 2 hours later, it would be half as long until midnight as it would be if it were an hour later.
Okay, holy shit.
2 hours later,
As long. 2 hours.
it
It's
would
an
be
algebra problem.
half as
Alright.
long until midnight.
Half as long until midnight as it would be if it were an hour later. What's the time now? 2 hours later.
Alright, half as long until midnight. That's
It
6.
would be half as long. Time now. 2 hours later.
What is the time
It
now?
would be half as long.
2 hours later, it would be half as long until midnight.
Would be if it were an
You hear screams from outside as more chaos erupts.
I
So
did.
this is 12, so we're okay, yeah, we're not 12 twice. So
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Wait.
All right.
Okay,
Use
so 2
24
hours. So
Only
2
do
hours late. So if it starts at 6, if it's half as long until midnight, 2 hours before or later than that would be 4 o'clock. And this last part is tripping me up, as it would be
Say
if
that
it were
again.
an hour later.
Say that again.
So if we're starting with the things we can find out, which is half as long until midnight, which would be 6, or 12. No, shit, it's 12. It's 6.
No, but it's half as long until midnight as it would be if it were an hour later. So we're looking for a time that a
You
time
also
plus 2 hours.
Notice as you guys are doing this that the light that would be coming through the mirrors is not shining through, because the vents where the light would come in through the sun, the dragon is currently perched on top of.
And the dragon is a construct, right?
Correct.
So
We gotta move that claw.
Oh, so it's a construct. So like, how thick does it look? Like there's a hatch to get inside of it?
You can't really see it particularly well from your vantage point. You're gonna have to lean out the side of the tower and look up at it, possibly.
I will do that.
Gotcha. You're able to look out the side and look up, and you're able to see like the overlying like things of armor, and it seems to be kind of almost looking around and almost like in kind of a still state. Make a perception check.
7.
You don't see it.
Alright, come back. He's like, I don't see anything, guys. I don't know how we would move it.
Can the dragon be charmed?
It's a construct. It's not
Can't
real.
be charmed. It's construct.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
5 p.m. Just daylight savings time to lie here. Thanks, John.
Oh, if there's daylight savings times, we're fucked.
There are gods in this world. There can't be daylight savings time.
It doesn't make sense.
What time is it now? If 2 hours later, it would be half as long until midnight as it would be if it were an hour later. So this time plus 1, the time it takes to midnight is double the amount of this time plus 2.
Right, I was trying to do it with Algebra 2, but I couldn't quite get there. Say that again.
Because we're at the beginning time, and it's saying if it was that time plus 2 hours, no, it's saying that time plus 1 hour, that time to midnight would be cut in half if it was only 2 hours later. So, is it like, are we only like 4 hours right now? Because like,
Oh my god. Ashe is actually starting to panic.
I feel like this is another time we could use one of those them wish spells, maybe. To wish
No!
the dragon would
We
get off the
could-
roof.
we made it check. Besides, I don't think it's charged yet. We didn't wait a day. We had to wait till a day until it's even.
Actually,
Well, now I'm
true.
confused because like, are like if we have to move if the dragon is obstructing the sunlight coming in, does that mean that we can't know if we actually do have the right answer already based on where we've moved it?
That would be correct.
kind of the thing? Yeah.
Because you would have to move it to do that. You'd have to have the answer. It would have to be pointed at it, and it would have to have the sunlight pointing in. And it also, here's the other element too. The answer to the sunset was correct, which is the only time of day in which it'll actually activate. You have about 5. Like,
Okay.
It is about sunset now, though. So, which you guys are actually lucky about, because I was totally gonna bitch you out earlier.
Okay. We don't have to make the dragon move. I would like to cast Minor Illusion as the cantrip to make a light, and like a sunbeam shining through, going towards where it was.
Yeah,
I'll put the spell in there.
so it visually would reflect him. What's the difference between minor illusion that... I mean, it is sun, sure. Fuck it. Yeah, you're able to create a light just with minor illusion that'll hit the mirror and it'll point out to the far side. And
Just line those mirrors up.
where's the mirror pointed at?
Right where the vent, or the mirror.
We put it at sunset.
Because it's like, yeah, it's at sunset right now. So what time is sunset?
6?
Why don't we just move the mirror around until we get the right answer? There's only 12 options.
Yeah. Brute force it.
Okay, as you guys move the mirror around, when it comes to 9 o'clock, the mirror will flash. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock. Yeah.
9 o'clock. All right, whatever.
Look, what is the time now? If 2 hours later, it would be half as long until midnight as it would be if it were an hour later.
Yeah, like I said, it was like some 4 type bullshit. Because 9 o'clock plus 2 is 11, which means there's an hour left. And 9 o'clock plus 1 is 10, which means 2 hours left.
Right.
Like, I was getting there.
We brute forced it.
You brute forced it. Yeah, you're able to. Also, I'm just done with this. I beat you at a puzzle once, so I just feel good about myself. Okay, I'm sorry.
You found my weakness.
I did.
Math.
Yeah, he didn't solve it in 30 seconds like the water puzzle. God damn. Anyways, yeah, you're able to push it around, and as you do, it's interesting as you look through. Nothing happens initially, but it definitely seems like something clicks into place, and then the sundial, the light of the sundial. Blossoms and shoots straight up into the top of the sundial roof, which begins to glow luminescently, sending out a wave of just magic out into the desert. And you see along the length of where the mirror is pointed, the jungle disappears. And it's just like this pathways of almost like the jungle disappearing and growing slowly back into the earth, as if time along the route is slowly reversing. And you actually see the jungles and people passing by as it slowly descends to the earth, and you see a path out, straight out into the into the Fey jungles along the river, and you see in the distance, you see a bright city highlighted as elven spires begin to construct upwards as time is reversed along the path of the sundial. And you see it, and yeah.
I don't know where to go.
Well, so does everyone else.
As you move out from behind the glass, you realize that it's an illusion. But if it's not actually changing time, but you see it from behind the glass, like a spyglass location. You can attempt to mark it down if you'd like.
Yeah. Yeah, we mark that down.
Mark down the wrong way. The opposite way.
What?
In case someone takes the map from us.
Ooh.
Like
how are we gonna know? How is it gonna be useful to us then?
Fold it in half, so like it'll be that direction on the opposite side.
Oh, I see. So like if you go like this, then you can yeah. Where'd you learn that?
Oh, Megan! I beat her by like 30 seconds. I'm sorry, Megan. You still are the best. Don't worry.
Did she do it algebraically?
Yeah,
oh
she
God.
did. She literally has a thing. Megan, post that picture in the stream, please, so people can see your math. It's all
x
solid.
X plus 2 equals half of x plus 1. 2x plus 4 equals x plus 1. 2x equals x minus 3. X equals minus 3. 12 minus 3 equals 9.
I got as far as x plus 2.
I was close. I said 4. And you said
Thanks, John. I appreciate that. Usually they are much better at puzzles. Anyways, go ahead. You're going to need to make a survival roll to interpret and cartographically mark on the map where the village, where the Oberon's Folly is.
What was your idea, Tendy? So take it away.
Well, wait. Can we help them with this?
Yeah, go ahead.
We all see it.
Yeah, you're all able to do that.
Right, so I roll for advantage.
Yeah, we're with advantage.
Oh, thank God.
Are you done with that?
Yeah.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, thank God for that. So you're able to see that it is here in the desert on the far side at the base of the river.
Can you click it again? I missed it.
It is right here.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I need to I'll make it a different color later. I have a different map with stuff filled in that I'll add to it later. But for right now.
All right.
You guys have the location of Oberon's Folly.
Now we have to get out of here. But what's the chaos like outside?
So let's go ahead and move on. So you see that Glim Garrick has killed this Brontosaurus. It's on the ground. He's rolling around the camp. His tent is now in flames. As you guys look outside, did you come back down the tower, or did you try to exit out the side of the tower? Are you just looking at the top of the tower?
I think I'm just looking outside through the windows, right?
All right, yeah. You're able to see that multiple guards have been killed. One of the elephants have run into the side of the thing, and it's been both Brontosauruses are dead. This ran into the fire and actually got caught in the stream, and you see actually as this Stegosaurus tried to get through the stream, a giant crocodile came out of the stream and clamped down in his neck and is death spiraling in this thing. This shield guardian was run over by it, and so one of the shield things was that this other Stegosaurus was taken under control, and the elephant and this guy has run through their supplies into the side of the thing, and there seems to be a running gun battle where the two thugs and the shield guardian are firing on the two dinosaurs over here, trying to keep them under control. In the distance, you can see almost a couple hundred, you can actually see it now. Coming towards the camp right now are three Tyrannosaurus Rex with Lord Hemlock at the helm. They're not too far from the entrance to the camp.
It is go.
We need a canoe.
Oh yeah, we do need to go back and get our canoe. We'll just hike through the.
Well,
yeah, we're just going back to the battle bus, right? I mean, we can.
No,
but
Matt,
that's where Hemlock will be.
Let's go see.
Oh, because it's right on the route to the camp. Right, yeah.
Let's go see if Beaver Dad can make us a quick canoe. He has beaver teeth.
I don't trust this Beaver Dad. I'm just gonna say it out loud. He seems like he doesn't like you very much, Tindy.
Yeah, but Beaver Dad is in the opposite direction of Glim Garrick, which is the direction.
Yeah,
like.
that's a great idea.
Look, we're all
yeah,
still
this is a great
disguise, right? Let's just.
I totally trust Beaver Dad.
I mean, as good as Ashe's disguise is, I think like Glim Garrick can like smell him.
Probably. Yeah. Smell this beer.
Let's get out of here.
And I only say that because
because
he's super scared.
Oh yeah, let's just jump out the window. I have the featherfall ring.
Which side are you gonna jump out the window?
The side facing the forest.
The opposite one that Glim Garrick is on, right?
Yeah, so like this one over here.
All right, you're able to jump out the window. As you do, you're able to cast Featherfall and hit the ground. I just want to note one thing. As you guys you see a flaming figure come out at the side of the tent, and you recognize the chained-up form of Montana James jumping into the river that came out of Glen Garrett's flaming tent that you set alight, Ashe. He jumps into the river and he's swimming past the crocodile and the stegosaurus that are in a death battle.
Yes,
I whisper to Puck, because Puck, I still have him, be like, go create chaos for that dude.
Good! I will turn him into a very tasty type of fish in the river.
Alright, cool.
And Puck flies off, and you can't really see Montana through the tree line.
Does he still have? Well, he might still have our stuff.
If anything, you can use the wish spell for that. Let's go.
All right, yeah. Getting too greedy here. Let's go.
All right, you guys are able to hike back through the forest. As you begin heading in that direction, you see in the distance, you see the elves are watching you as you hike through the forest. Unless you want to try to stealth past them.
I mean, I don't think it's futile.
I'll lead the pack and I'll wave, because like you guys should be nice to me.
Yeah, they one of the lead elf again comes up and starts speaking in Elvish, which now Ashe can understand. It's technically Sylvan, actually. So actually, do you understand that? I don't think you do.
Nah.
I call it Sylvan.
Can't pick up anything. Like it's like.
Is it a dialect or is it a different language?
It's a different language.
Like English to Old English. Okay, yeah.
Sylvan is actually like it's a D&D language. It's like something that you actually know. It's like old, like it's like a Ladrin. It's like old original elf speak. I know. Why is there two languages in D&D for elves? Why is there a language for literally every type of elemental? There's infernal. There's like primal. It's
sure, why not?
It's fine. You make me feel bad about like D&D sometimes, mate. It's not all my fault. I'm not Wizards of the Coast. I didn't come up with this shit.
No, I remember like the old English analogy for earlier. I'm trying to remember.
I would totally allow Tanner to understand words and stuff. Like he's able to communicate with like some roles and things, like similar to Old English. You know what I mean? He's not going to be able to straight up communicate, but he can pantomime much better than you guys can. It's
like every other fourth word or something.
It's like speaking Spanish in Italy. You're probably going to get somewhere.
Okay.
Trust me, I know that experience is weird. It doesn't work.
I'll try to say in Elvish and like hope they understand me. That was us. We need help.
She's gonna wave at you to follow her, and they're gonna turn around and head back into the forest.
Yeah. Anywhere better than Glim Garicks. Let's go.
Yeah, you recognize both Tendi and Scree. You recognize they're taking you back to the tree fort.
All right, cool. Yeah, you're gonna meet my beaver dad.
All right then.
All right.
Guess I'm all right with him.
As you approach,
pointing bows at him.
as you approach they motion for you to head back around, back into the wonderful beaver dam.
And I'll be like, yeah, we gotta go over here. So hop in. And I hop in the water and go into the dam.
Do we have to? I don't want to get my clothes wet.
Just use your glamour and do a wetsuit.
I don't have that.
Oh, you
not have
was
that.
that just me that has
That's
that?
just you have it, because Chuck had one too. But it's gone now.
He's gone.
Yep. He literally left it on the
fine.
body in Keeper City, at the gates of R'Lah.
Fine, I'll just dive in. God, let's go.
All right, you hop into the river and you guys pluck around and you're able to come up inside the beaver dam, where you see that Norbit, the Archdruid beaver, is just sitting there chilling.
Hey, Norbit.
This is it.
This is Ashe.
This is it, Ashe Fallbright. As I've come
how
to
do you
know
know
your
my
name. I read your mind. No, I'm just joking. I don't know. They told their names. They got loose lips.
Alright, so we know
Nobody does.
where Oberon's folly is.
Who do you think?
Well, Tindy, shut up. We need a canoe.
Jesus.
Yeah. So, thanks. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really impressed. Tendi, you've grown quite a lot. That was a hell of a camp that you just infiltrated and you caused mass fucking chaos.
Oh, you saw that?
Yeah, that was crazy. I was using Druid sight.
Cool.
Not a real spell.
Yeah. Pixies, man.
Yeah, clever. A bunch of them created a phantasmal force of a giant Tyrannosaurus eating people, and they all ran. It was real good. You guys got some ground out of that spell.
So murder is good.
Yeah.
Great job, Tindy.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't actually eat people.
So-
It was just a phantasm, so you didn't technically murder anyone. Other than the guy that got the two guys that got run over by an elephant, which is not really murder. It's more like vehicular manslaughter. It's like a soft crime.
An externality at most.
Well, I really appreciate you defending the heart of the forest. Did you find what you needed in the sundial?
Sure did. We just need a canoe.
Yeah, we're wondering if you could use your beaver skills to make us a canoe.
Is that an intention for you guys to head in and try to find Oberon's folly?
No.
No, it's more of an escape. Go ahead.
escape. Yeah.
All right, roll me a deception.
We're gonna say the same thing.
Since we're gonna say the same thing, can we like roll with it?
No.
Dang.
Who has higher deception, you or me?
No,
Well,
you
you
both
said
roll
it.
it, so because you both said it.
Sick.
I have an 8.
Oh yeah, because like that's why Scree should do all the lying.
Oh, so does Ashe.
Yeah, he's gonna look at Tendi and then he's gonna look at Ashe and he's gonna be like, so you're just trying to escape into the jungle? Why don't you head back to the desert? The jungle's a dangerous place.
Well, our method of transportation is no longer an option. So it's
And-
either forward or die.
And my shitty not dad stepdad has my half brother and a couple Tyrannosaurus Rex out there looking to kill us. So we're trying to go in the opposite direction.
I will agree to build you this canoe on the understanding that you allow me a few moments alone with young Loin to have a chat.
Oh, I mean, sure. You can do it if you want to.
Tendi, is that alright with you?
Yeah, why would it be alright?
All right, cool.
If you gentlemen would please leave, we'll have the chat and we'll begin on your canoe post haste. Post haste! Sorry, he talks like this.
Thank you so much. What's her name? I assume it's not Beaver Dad.
It's Norbert. Norbit. Sorry, Norbert.
No, Norbit. All right. Well, thank you so much, and I'll take my leave.
All right, does he leave? And he's going to turn and he's going to begin brewing some tea. And he's going to take out a long stem pipe and he's going to light it. And it's going to fill the inside of the beaver dam, which is actually kind of, it's warm. It's pretty warm in the desert. So even though you're like wet all the time in the beaver dam, it's pretty warm and it's kind of cozy, to be frank. It's kind of got nice smells and it's filling up with a nice smoke that makes your head feel light, Tendy. And he's going to pass the pipe over to you.
Tendy inhales and thinks back on his childhood.
Yeah, so he brings it back and he's gonna give you a cup of tea and he's gonna just start stirring in and he's just got a little cane sugar that he's got in a little thing. He's gonna pour it in his tea and a little bit of honey and he's just going to start twirling and he's like, Tindy, I'll go ahead and make your friends the canoe they need to go to Oberon's folly, but I need to ask you, what brings you here? I saw at the edge of the desert that Lord Hemlock was bringing his Tyrannosaurus Rexes. So I have to ask, are you going to Oberon's folly just to spite your father?
No. There's lots of things I want to do. Mostly I just don't want to die from him. He's out to get me. He found out that he wasn't my real dad. Now he just wants me dead.
Yes, and I clearly understand that these two gentlemen are offering you some form of protection. But I have to say, you know that there might be issues with the trial of time and the connection to nature. You took an oath as a druid to protect nature. And I would beg thee to consider what repercussions might happen if you were to remove such an object.
I understand, Norbit. I love nature.
Our lives are not worth the destruction of the great nature here.
But if we don't take it, they will.
There's many things here. It is by no things a foregone conclusion. You dealt them a blow tonight and they weren't able to solve the puzzle, and there's a lot of different things we could do to prevent them from doing that. You could stop them yourself and devote yourself to that task. But I must ask you, please consider what you will do and what it will mean to yourself as a druid. In fact, to some extent you may no longer be a druid at all if you are to harm nature in such a way.
I have no intention to harm nature, but I feel like I must go with them and
Well, then let me say it straightforward. Removing the trial of time from its location in the center of the Feywild will cause this place to wither and die.
What's gonna happen to all the wood elves?
They will perish as they are no longer connected to the green. All the flora and fauna will cease to exist. This place will die. My home will be destroyed. I'll be chased out into the deserts of Fargona, and no telling how many will die.
So, you'd rather my new friends just die?
They don't have to die, Tendy. They just can't do this thing. It's not a foregone conclusion. Tell me, why is it a foregone conclusion or anything that they would die if they didn't take that?
Because we have to.
Why? You haven't told us why. You haven't told me why.
I don't know why.
Well, then I think that it is best for you to go on your way and ask yourself actual questions. Be insightful. Think about your decisions.
I'm just trying to figure out who I
Don't
am.
murder for no... What's up, babe?
Did you place that whole before this?
Yeah, why?
It's not here.
It's not here. It's 9:41. I'll look it up on the thing. Thank you. Okay, I love you too.
Did you just speak with Mother Earth?
I did.
Kind of zoned out right
We're
there.
gonna get delivery for free. I don't think it went through, Katie. I think that it was something about that it decreased from 21 to that. So I'll figure. Yeah. All right. I love you, babe. Sorry. Whole Foods order didn't go well.
Sorry to interrupt your vibe. I love
Yep. No, we're on Facebook. Everybody, say hi, Katie.
You're the best.
Come over here and say hi.
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 Hello.
What are you doing?
I'm the faceless nag. of
What?
these
You're
videos.
faceless nag? That sounds terrible.
I
Okay.
love you.
All right. All right. I'll see you in a minute.
Have fun.
Love you. Sorry, guys. We were having a super deep vibe where you were like smoking, taking rips with your beaver dad. Would you at least promise me that you would just be more thoughtful about your actions?
Tendi takes a deep inhalation of the pipe, holds it in, tries to go as calm as possible, exhales, passes it back, and go, I will do my best to contemplate and think about my actions. Yes.
Honestly, or are you making a deception?
I'm gonna roll that deception.
Gotcha. Because you're literally deciding as a character not to think about your actions.
Yes, I'm gonna go with that deception. That's what they told me to do. That's what I'm gonna do.
Always lie.
Come on, Tendi. Ah, Tendi.
I was going to offer you my help in a greater way, but I've decided not to. I don't think you are worthy to be called my apprentice anymore.
That's okay. I'm used to parental units just abandoning me.
I did
get
not
it.
abandon you. You abandoned in our way. You abandoned everything. You made these decisions. Maybe it's time to consider the idea, Tendi, that you are responsible for your actions.
That sounds logical, and I really feel like I should self-reflect on that. But
We both know you won't.
I guess it's in my DNA.
Here. He's gonna take his things. I'll build you your boat to speed you on your way. And he reaches over and he passes you the pipe that he was holding and a pouch of nice little herbs that you non-labeled. He's gonna give it to you and he's just take this to have on your journey.
I appreciate it, Norbit.
And he's going to exit through the bottom of the thing and leave you in place.
I look around.
Yeah, there's lots of jars, lots of things, no labels, everything. You get a sense that his beaver nose can probably smell things and categorize things. So beavers don't need labels.
Alright, so it's just like jars of herbs and hanging meats and
Yeah.
nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll in perception. Yeah, you're able to see in one corner there is a staff.
Staff. Does it look like an ordinary staff, or is it like super
No, it
fancy?
was his druid staff that he used from when he was a man.
Part of me wants to take it, but that doesn't bode well. So I'll
The
write
staff
on it.
has a magic. You definitely, as you come close to the staff, recognize this is an incredibly powerful staff.
I'll just find a piece of scrap paper, and I'll write "I'm sorry" with a frowny face and little Tendi, and I'll just leave it there. And I'm not gonna take it. I'm gonna leave the dam and just go.
Okay, cool.
I upsetted him enough that if I steal from him, it'll really be bad.
All right.
There's some turmoil going on.
You're able to leave and head to back out in the stream into the things, and you see there on the beach, the beaver is rolling up in a sweet canoe that he wood shaped. in like 30 seconds. And it's a canoe. It can fit 6 people. And he's going to drag it right out to the base of the river.
Thank you. Thank you, Norbit, for your assistance, your swift assistance. Thank you. He avoids eye contact with him.
Hopefully you find peace in the green, my friend. Please go on your way and enjoy yourself. I should have done a deep voice for him. A deep voice beaver would have been much better. I'm going to just do that from now on.
His man voice is like,
I
no
took
longer
you-
get my cute beaver voice.
I took you in for good reason. You were worth it, and I always have been, Tenderloin. Now I hope you make yourself proud.
I hope so too. Come on, guys. We don't have a lot of time.
Ashe, Scree? Allow me to say that if you do anything to hurt this boy, I will know, and I will hunt you down.
I mean, good to know. We don't plan on hurting Tenderloin.
Good. Because I would hate to have to crack your skull open on my belly.
Well, I mean, this would be really intimidating if you weren't so cute.
That's how I like it. My enemies to underestimate me. Now, Beef, I'm here.
I respect that.
Get gone from here, sirs. You have a long journey ahead of you.
You got it. I'm getting in the boat.
And you guys proceed down the river. And I think that's a good place to wrap up, unless you guys want to continue on down the river for a little bit. Oh, go ahead. Let's talk.
Well, I gotta ask Scree. Scree, weren't we supposed to plant the Moonblade in the Sundial?
Oh shit, we were, weren't we? Guess I kind of forgot to care about that, maybe on purpose.
I was gonna. I didn't think we were gonna do it anyway. I mean, I've
I
never
don't
listened to
give a
Chuck once in my
shit.
life.
This was just like fucking like in my brain, man. I finally got him out. Like I don't want to turn. This thing is fucking shiny and could come in useful. Honestly, I'd rather use it as a weapon. I don't have any interest in turning all the high elves into goblins. This is not my.
That is
not
so.
my thing.
You're so right. Like, why would we listen to Chuck about anything? And secondly, if it was going to be a secret mission with Chuck, why didn't he pick either of us and pick the dumbest person we know? You know, like I've never listened to Chuck once in my life. I'm not going to start now. So
I'm assuming Tendi is paddling this canoe while these guys are having this conversation.
Yeah.
oh yeah, you're there.
But Tendi is just like self-reflecting, paddling this canoe, and is like just super sad right now.
Where is...
Tindy, are you okay?
Oh yeah, it's just let's go do this mission, adventure, right? This is what I wanted. Yay!
Hey, you should be proud. I ain't gonna impressed, man. You destroyed that camp.
Yeah, that was amazing.
That was pretty cool. I guess,
Yeah.
yeah. That was cool.
You don't feel good about it, or you do?
No, it was cool. It was just my beaver dad, Norbit. He's no longer beaver dad. Just Norbit doesn't think we're doing the right thing over right now, going to get this time trial. Apparently, it'll destroy the forest, which is not cool because this is their home. But we need to do this, right?
Well, how does he know that? I don't know.
He's a high druid beaver who's lived here, if not all, most of his life. Pretty sure he knows the ways of the forest.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
if you know the ways of the forest.
Say what?
Keep talking
Well,
shit
yeah,
about Chuck.
Scree is right. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
I'm crossing a river right now.
There's that joke, Tindy.
And that's it, folks.
Yep. Daddy issues are always
Yep.
complicated from John Dunn, our #1 fan, not Megan. Anyways.
Rubbing it in.
Yeah. This has been the Pen and Paper Pod. I've had the honor, and genuinely an honor, of leading these idiots on an adventure. I'm actually impressed. Y'all were very effective. You talked about it forever, but you were very effective. So I gotta give you credit. So yeah, this has been.
We didn't waste the wish spell, which is the thing I'm most proud of.
Trevor Flynn playing Scree, the Kenku Spellthief.
And terrible surrogate father figure.
That's true. Yes. I love how the last image of this is just going to be a random ass beaver on the stream. And then Edwin Reyes playing Tenderloin, the half Minotaur, half elf, half druid, half barbarian.
I got to do a lot of soul searching and apparently a lot of my own background research.
Yeah, we're gonna have a chat, bud. There's some other things we need to talk about that you told me you wanted to do. Also, I'm never trusting you on a phone call ever again. If there's not a text track of that, it has to be in writing or it doesn't happen now.
I thought we did discuss this in text somewhere. That's what I was gonna look up.
Yeah, I was about to say. Anyways, this has also been Tanner playing Ashe Fallbright, the half-elf shadow sorcerer.
To quote Norbert the Beaver, beavers don't need no labels.
I've been your host, Jack Newman. Thank you for listening to the Pen and Paper Pod. Head on over to @penandpaperpod on Twitter and at Facebook, where you can check out all of our other content. You're my favorite idiots. Thank you, Megan. Yeah, you can check out all other content. We're actually mostly popular kind of on Facebook. Got a lot of comments and things over there. So head on over there. Be at the discussion at Twitch. Be on the discussion. We're live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check that out. And while you're over there, give us a like or subscribe to our pages on Twitter and Facebook. And then head on over if you want to listen to these while you're doing the dishes or while you're painting your derby cars because you're in Boy Scouts in 11 for some reason. I don't know what people do in their spare time. Anyways, you're stuck at home. If you want to listen to this while you're doing something else, go and check out our podcast format. It's on SoundCloud, but it's on anything you want to do. It's on Stitcher. It's on SoundCloud, Stitcher. It's on the Spotify. It's on Google Play. It's on everything. Go check it out. It's pretty much everywhere.
Periscope?
Check out our podcast. What's up?
Periscope? Something like that?
Well, no, that's Periscope's a different app. So you can actually see the video content of this, and you can go to our YouTube page. You can see it on Periscope now. You can see it on Facebook. You can see it on YouTube. You can see it on Twitch. I got it on all the things coming at you. So go check out all of those places. Leave us likes, comments, subscribes. Head on over to iTunes if you get a chance to go to our podcast feed and leave us a review. We'd really appreciate that. 5 stars! Or don't do it. I don't care. Head on over there, and that'll really help us. We really like to grow this community, and tell your friends, get them over here, have them on, and we'll start a conversation. If we get more people on here, I'm finally going to do our Tasha's Cauldron of Everything giveaway. So stay tuned for that, and we'll be back next week. From everyone here at the Pen and Paper Pod, and by extension, the Tuscan Shed Media Network, thanks for watching.